The Edmonton Oilers continue their 7-game road trip here in Raleigh. Welcome back, Zachary Martin Hyman.
He's ready to go. Feels energized, rested. Having Zach back will be a huge addition to our team.
Continue their 7-game road trip here in Raleigh. Welcome back, Zachary Martin Hyman.
He's ready to go. Feels energized, rested. Having Zach back will be a huge addition to our team.
Pretty aggressive Edmonton penalty kill.
3 attempts, 1 on goal so far, and a low save, rebound off the side of the net. 2 chances.
Get in behind him as Chinnikov on the blue line gets a great pass from Johnson, and then Provorov ultimately gets a shot.
Comes the Nurse, sends it across, blocked, and here come the Jackets now. Chinnikov, shot by Miles, 1 off the post again. It went through Pickard and hit the same post that Provorov hit earlier. Steals the puck away. He has it. Took it from Frederick. Fantilli back to the point. Columbus trying to take advantage of the turnover. Werenski, hard shot. It's loose. Wojciechowski again. Fantilli can't chop it home, and there's the whistle. 0 Stanley Cups. He got a chance to add a gold medal to his list this February. Got the 4 Nations win, of course, last year with his overtime winner. Score! Charlie Coyle, why not shoot it from anywhere? Coyle does, it gets through Pickard. Columbus has had all kinds of chances in this game. It could be 5-0.
Well, Matthew Olivier, you watch this, how he tips the puck. The shot comes out there. It's a perfect tip. Low enough, not even a question of the high stick, and just tips it down low. And then it's the zone entry. You've got some dynamic players right now for Columbus, and Charlie Coyle, one of those veteran players.
Zach Werenski, as Evan Bouchard has it now, and there's Sillinger again. Shot, whoa, what a save by Pickard on Coyle to keep it 1-0. Another save by Pickard. Shaky early, but a good start to the second. What a game for Cole Sillinger. He has it again. Dangles, but can't get around McDavid.
You saw how close Werenski was to follow-up.
Another turnover by McDavid. Olivier across. Score! Charlie Coyle. 2-0 Jackets. 2 points on the night for Olivier.
Brilliant Werenski play in the D zone. They lose the zone right off the face-off, and then how about that tip from Zach Werenski? And what does he do? Jumps on his horse and he joins the play. He creates an odd man rush. They get a great chance off the bat, but then they keep the zone here. And then that's an Olivier to Coyle. He says, you know what, I tipped in, gave you an assist before. How about I give you this goal?
Ended a streak of 653 straight games with at least 1. Look at Marchenko! Rebound! Good stick by Henrique as Voronkov came in.
No singing, Bucci, huh?
Well done. The outfield, play deep. Crowd chimed in perfectly here in Columbus. Bouchard fires, score! Matthew Savoy, the 21-year-old in front with the redirection. His 2nd goal of the year in his 24th NHL game, and it's 2-1 Columbus.
On their face-offs, they lose this one to Leon Draisaitl. You got Leon out there, you got Connor out there. So everybody's got their eyes on them, but instead you got the Bouch bomb too, and it's Savoy, the rookie out there, that ends up getting 3, not boxed out. That's been a little bit of a concern for Dean Evison, his defense, the way they're not able to box out. They don't have Eric Goodbranson back there, big and strong.
Leon, of course, great face-off man, wins another one for Edmonton. Draisaitl, score! A set play off the faceoff. He wins the faceoff on his backhand, circles around to the other end of the ice for a one-timer that squirts through Greaves.
They've won 3 in a row, make it 4 with 3 lately, and then 4 here. And then watch Draisaitl. He knows exactly what he's doing, opens up. Nobody picks him up. Leon Draisaitl has scored so many goals, granted generally on the power play, but so many one-timers from that area, and nobody recognizes, and it probably should have been the center that would go with him over there.
Comes to the right point. Back to Belbalouse. Belbalouse still with it. Bothard turns away. One-timer, wide, rebound, Johnson, no shot, score! Columbus has the lead right back, and it's the defenseman, Denton Matejchuk, with his 4th of the year.
It only took 30 seconds after Draisaitl's beauty of a goal for Columbus to go back to work, and it's Matejchuk, who we've talked a little bit about because he was the one who got his ankles broken by McDavid here in Edmonton on Monday, and then he stands up to him earlier tonight. But what a play by Matejchuk to read that funky bounce, step in as a defenseman, and waste no time and rip that glove side.
Gets it in deep with Draisaitl stealing it, in front, shot, score! Connor McDavid has tied the game at 3.
He's got his team on a change, and it's Savoy who reads it, intercepts it, and just transports the puck. Incredible skill for a young guy to be able to do that, and then it's a misplay by Werenski. The first period, we saw Edmonton do that, all their defensemen, and Werenski just absolutely mishandles that, and that is not what you want to see. Look up and have Draisaitl and McDavid.
I think we might have a zone entry challenge.
After video review, the play was determined to be offside at 8:36. There is no goal.
That's not even close.
That's not close at all.
Severson with the puck. Fakes. Shot off the post again. That's number 4 for Columbus. Looking. Monahan back towards Johnson, but Monahan couldn't handle it. But he gets it back. Shot. Oh, what a save by Pickard. McDavid and Draisaitl back out there. More forechecking pressure, Olivier.
I love this line for Columbus.
Here they go. Olivier in front. Save Pickard. Here comes McDavid now. Columbus wishes it was just a little bigger. Shot saved by Pickard. That was a ripping wrist shot from David Severson. In front, loose, score! Adam Fantilli remains scorching hot. It's his 5th of the year, and the Blue Jackets have the 2-goal lead back.
Couple goals in here, but how about this zone entry too? It's a great job for them to take the whole space, right? Coming off this situation where they had to go back down, get the puck out of their neutral zone, and we talked a lot about their forecheck in the first period, and primarily it has been the Coyle line, but how about the Fantilli line? They're high skill, high scoring, but that to me is a blue-collar goal. They get into the corner, they work. Fantilli's got 2 guys on him, and he uses his length.
Here they come again, Monahan looking for someone. Belbalouse, shoulder save, another chance, loose in front. 29 tonight in Columbus.
Yeah, and keep an eye on, I think Werenski's going to be out there a lot against those 2.
What a pass, McDavid, what a save by Greaves. Savoy with the beautiful setup. Ekholm walks in, rips it off the post. Edmonton's first. Rebound in front, taken by Sillinger. Edmonton in good position defensively, open to front, back door. Coyle, already at 2-point night. Score! Make it 3! It's Olivier again. His 2nd goal, his 3rd point. The 3rd line, booming in Columbus.
Been marking the top players in the world, and they still are able to create offense. 3 goals, and how about this? You got Charlie Coyle, who's sort of fans on it, but some boys back there, all that traffic, and he's still able to put the puck right on Olivier's stick, who elevates it up and over Pickard's glove. You know, if you're the Edmonton Oilers, though, and you're looking at this, when you go back and look at film, you got 4, and really, you got to clear out his body. I mean, you can't just try to take his stick, but nobody was even trying to do that.
Bad turnover for Unkhoff, and a score and a goal. A little sloppy by Voronkov, and 20 seconds after Olivier scores. 27 seconds later, it is Vasily Podkolzin with his third of the year, and it's back to a 2-goal Columbus lead.
Getting in the right position here, and the puck, it is sloppy. There's the running around, I think, for Columbus. You can see even Fantilli's there. He's sort of swinging his stick. They're not in a posture right now to play.
So McDavid and Draisaitl on the ice. That means Werenski's on the ice. Shot, score! Leon Draisaitl. A 30-foot wrist shot. His second of the night, and it's a 1-goal game in Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus has done a good job winning them. When they lose them, they got to figure out what you're going to do when you lose a face-off. You've got to know who you're finding, who you're getting, and you know what? If 29's on the ice off a face-off, find him. If he's going in that position to get a one-timer, you got to mark him. You got to be tighter on him. Good job by Edmonton to get that puck. Bouchard gets his third assist of the night. And Draisaitl, not his typical one-timer, go down on a knee.
Supported by Sillinger, turned over. Edmonton again. Shot deflected wide. Around the net, that'll do it. By the hair on their chinny chin chin, the Blue Jackets this time close the deal in regulation.
Washington's line with McMichael in the middle, Protas and Wilson. They've got some size. They get to the net. Tom Wilson's been the best capital this year. Lundell's line draws the assignment, and we're underway. First meeting this season. Samoskevich hunts it down. Now Boquist, who scored the other night in Vegas. Sabrango up.
But now he's back, and he's part of it. And anything that needs to be fixed, it's easier for him to be able to stand up and talk because he's part of the game now. So I think that's huge, having him on the bench, in the dressing room. But it also allows the Oilers now to put players where they probably belong in the lineup. Mangiapane's been playing in the top 6, and it has not gone well. There would be a ton of pressure on him every time he played, simply because if you're playing with Connor McDavid, the expectations is you need to score. And when you don't, it plays with your confidence, especially when you're new to an organization. So I think Mangiapane moving down to the third line, it suits him better. It suits the team better, less pressure. And maybe he can find the game that they expected him to have. And that's to be a sandpaper type of player, be an irritant. And we haven't seen that yet from Mangiapane. So having Hyman back helps both the team with the confidence and the leadership, but it also allows them to place players where they belong in the lineup.
All right, so this is the situation here, is that the Oilers do get Hyman back, and Rob, yes, it changes the balance and the makeup of the lines. I think in a perfect world, if Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was healthy, right, and he's not, I think if he was healthy, Zach Hyman would be playing with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Are you concerned about him having to play at the tempo and pace with Connor McDavid, given that he hasn't played for 6 months?
Yeah, I mean, it's a different level. You can come back from injury. You're always going to be a little bit of a step behind no matter who you play with. Well, most players are a step behind playing with Connor when they're fully in shape. So, I think they will be very wary of that as the game moves on, seeing where Zach Hyman is and his game shape, being able to, not so much the foot speed, but the brain speed. And not that Zach can't think the game, but this game's going to be quicker for him tonight than it will be a week from now or 2 weeks from now. So, yeah, I think that's something that they're going to watch and early in this hockey game and see if he's a fit yet. We know Zach Hyman playing with Connor McDavid has success written all over it when both of them are on their game. So, there is a little bit of a nervousness, but what we've seen so far, Bob, everyone else in the bottom 6 has proven they can't play with Connor McDavid. So this is the safest bet that the coaching staff has.
Yeah, no question about that. All right, Stuart Skinner gets the call in between the pipes. The Oilers are playing a team that is playing on the second of the back-to-back, and that is the Carolina Hurricanes, and a team that's always had Jacob Slavin going up against Connor McDavid. And I think the one good thing for Edmonton tonight is they have split up McDavid and Draisaitl because the Hurricanes are down 2 of their top 4 defensemen, Rob Brown.
And Slavin, probably one of the most underrated defensemen in the league. We saw how good he was at the Four Nations. He is a superstar in this league, and he is a difference maker. I think the Oilers are right now when Hyman is fully healthy, and Nugent Hopkins. I do believe these two players, Connor and Leon, play separately because you can see how effective the team is. Leon playing with Roslovic and Pekolzin has been very good for a long stretch, and it just gives the opposition coaches, headaches trying to figure out, okay, who do we put our best defensive pairing against? Who do we put our best checking line out against? So I think splitting them up works or is needed against a team that's deep up front like Carolina is, and also that is hurting on the back end because they are missing 2 big pieces on the back end. So all of a sudden, either Connor or probably Leon will have a bit of a mismatch against a defensive pairing that they normally wouldn't see if everyone on Carolina was healthy.
Rob, let's go to the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud.
Well, I think there's 2 keys. I think, as you talked about, Carolina's defense is banged up. So for me, the Edmonton Oilers got to take advantage of that, get pucks in deep, and work the defensemen of the Carolina Hurricanes because they are not as good as they usually are. And the second key to me is the 6 defensemen who play for the Oilers. The Carolina Hurricanes are a fast team, and they are relentless. That is the team that has caused problems over the last few years with the Edmonton Oilers back end. Teams that do not give you time and space. So the Edmonton Oilers defensemen, quick decisions. They must decide what they're doing with the puck before it comes to them because they will not have time and space with the forecheck of the Carolina Hurricanes.
Rob, great stuff. I know you're going to be joining Brendan Escott during the first and second intermissions. You'll join me post-game. Look forward to talking to you then.
Sounds good, Bob.
The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers is now live. Play now for a chance to win early bird prizes, including $500 for the Oilers team store and Safeway. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more results. We mentioned that we had the keys to the game, and those keys to the game are brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. The Oilers need to get it going. We're 20 games into the season, and you're second of a back-to-back for the Carolina Hurricanes. Edmonton, the fresher team tonight. You need to capitalize if you're Edmonton. Cam Moon will have the call up next. The Edmonton Oilers and the Carolina Hurricanes live from Lenovo Center on 4 Dealers NHL Hockey when we return.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Looking for the ultimate dinner and show experience? Look no further than Edmonton's famous Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
Dental coverage.
That was not offside.
And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
And a huge Caniac. He will be missed by all who knew him. Please join us as we observe a moment of silence in honor of Roger. Thank you. Presenting tonight's colors is the American Legion Post 116 Fuquay Arena Honor Guard. Now at this time, please rise if you are able. Kindly remove your caps and join us as we honor both nations represented tonight with the singing of O Canada, followed by the Star Spangled Banner. Performed this evening by Adam Lee Decker.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets are red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country. Tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The road trip continues for the Edmonton Oilers. They take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and the starting lineup. It's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. Proudly celebrating 50 years for the Oilers. Up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Jack Roslovic. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard, and goal, it's Stuart Skinner. For the Hurricanes, Jordan Stahl with William Carrier and Jordan Martinook. On defense, Shane Gostisbehere and Sean Walker. In goal, it's Frederick Anderson. The referees, Pierre Lambert and Carter Sandlak. C.J. Murray and Ben O'Quinn are on the lines.
Of course, these two teams played in the final. In 2006, I sat next to the late John Sexsmith, who had his celebration of life today for the 7th and deciding game of that series in the lower bowl.
Puck goes into the Oilers zone. Ekholm had it hit something on the glass. It comes back to him now to Draisaitl through the middle, but it gets picked off. Stahl with a shot, and this save made by Skinner. It hit him up high, and out to center ice comes Draisaitl. Now to Roslovic, the breakaway, the shot, and he just misses on the stick side of Anderson. And the puck at the top of the circle in the Carolina zone.
What a chance early. Great pass there from Draisaitl. And Roslovic's had a hot stick, but Anderson's got unreal numbers against the Oilers.
Inside his own end, he is 18-3-2 against the Edmonton Oilers. Lifetime is Freddie Anderson. It's McDavid over the line down the left wing from the angle. Saved by Anderson. He's going to cover it up. 50 seconds gone here in his scoreless first period.
So what's going to happen here tonight is we're going to see Rod Brind'Amour hard match, 3 lines head-to-head against Edmonton's line. So Stahl's going to get the Draisaitl assignment. McDavid's line is going to be going up against Sebastian Aho, and then they're going to try to create some offensive mismatches with Logan Stankoven's line going up against Adam Henrique, Andrew Mangiapane, and Trent Frederick. Those guys need to be on it tonight defensively.
Up the right wing, Nystrom got it out to center ice for Svechnikov, knocked off his stick, the pass by Savoy, and DeAndre Miller up to Jarvis, and he'll direct it in.
Zach Hyman's first shift here.
Good to see him back.
Yep.
And it's out to release to the blue line of the Oilers, played back in. Wallman's got to go back forward. Brings it up the left, off the stick is Zach Hyman. Goes into the Hurricane zone. Anderson almost misplayed it, but now rims it. It goes to the right wing point, past Nurse, and just out. Now to Regula. Center ice, and a pass that goes right onto the stick on the right wing side to the middle. The shot, the save made by Skinner is quickly through the middle of the ice. Stankoven with the chance, and Stankoven comes in over the line. Stankoven to the left wing corner. Running up the boards to the top of the circle, off of Mangiapane and out. And it's shot back in by Nikishin.
This team hard-pressed forechecks more than any other team in the league. They also play straight man-on-man defense, and they skate.
And it got turned over, and it's brought in by Blake. He'll go towards the net, but tied up by Regula. Never got a shot away. And out to center ice, Mangiapane will shoot it in. We're scoreless here in the first. 2:15 gone. Puck near the side of the Carolina net, and on the left wing, it's Hall. Taylor Hall will get it out.
Good hit.
Blake at center ice for Carolina on the backhand. He'll dump it in.
Philp got all a haul on that hit.
Ekholm leaves it to Philp. He'll come up the left wing. Philp cuts to the middle. Now in over the Carolina blue line. The shot. And that is a blocker saved by Anderson. It goes to Bouchard on the blue line. Ekholm, he'll rip it just wide of the net. Jankowski on the right wing to the line. Didn't get it out. Philp to Janmark down the left wing in front. And that goes off a stick just wide. Puck comes out to Ekholm towards the net. And it hits a stick, goes into the left wing corner. Lazar has it now. To the top of the circle. Checked by Robinson, and it comes out. 3 minutes gone here in a scoreless first.
Oilers are skating early and creating some opportunities here, but they've also given up 2 chances on giveaways.
High event so far. Carrier. It's a loose puck forced in behind the net. It's broken up. Martinook looking for it. Martinook, the Leduc product. And the puck to the line off the stick of Roslovic and out. It's shot in by Miller. And goes all the way around and out. Wallman couldn't touch it. Would have been too many men on the ice for Edmonton. Puck shot back in to the Oilers zone. Martinook after it in the left wing corner. Ties up with Wallman. Puck goes behind the net. There's Nurse. Nurse will come wheeling out through the middle. He's going to drill it all the way down to Anderson. Off his stick to Roslovic. Scores! Jack Roslovic goes high to the glove side on Anderson on a big rebound. And it's 1-0 Edmonton.
Well, that was a hard directional dump in by the Edmonton Oilers. Darnell Nurse and Freddie Anderson went out to play the puck. And he played it right to Jack Roslovic, who elevated up over the glove side. 1-0 Edmonton. And Roslovic continues his excellent start as an Oiler with his 6th goal in his 16th game.
Wow. And he's got points in 4 straight. What a play to rip that down the ice and get the rebound like that. And Roslovic goes high to the glove side. 3:47 into the first period. It's 1-0 Edmonton. Puck rimmed on the right off the stick of Walker, and it came out of the Oiler end. He'll shoot it in. Hurricanes have to tag up. Nurse fires it around on the left. It gets to McDavid. He's got a 7-game point streak. Drops the puck to Wallman.
But look at the pressure they put on Cam.
Oh, you don't have a lot of time. It's shot down the ice on net to Anderson. Walker out through the middle. Up to center, that's knocked off a stick, goes to Savoy. He'll bring it in. He'll drop it to Hyman, his shot, and that's partially blocked. Savoy centering pass, and it does not get to McDavid. Gostisbehere on the right will lift it up, doesn't get it out. Hyman down the left wing towards the net. He'll drive it in front, and it goes through the slot to the right wing point. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. 4:45 gone. Roslovic, the goal scorer, as Hyman got dumped down. Penalty cover. McDavid got dumped down. Penalty coming up. It's going to be a cross-checking call. And the Edmonton Oilers are getting the first power play of this game.
Edmonton's power play's cooled off a bit. It's still third in the NHL at 30%. But it has not scored in the last 2 games on the power play. Carolina's penalty killing is 15th at 80.7. The Hurricanes have dropped off a bit on face-off percentage. They're always dominant in that stat, but they're at 50.3 this year, which is 16th. The Oilers are 9th at 52.6. Draisaitl against Stahl to start this Oilers power play. And yes, Hyman is the net front. Roslovic is going in the Nugent-Hopkins spot.
It's presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Puck goes to Bouchard. Now on the left, Roslovic into the corner. McDavid in front of the net, and it's just shot wide by Draisaitl. Puck on the right wing. Hyman to the corner for McDavid. Swings in behind the goal.
Ref got in the way.
Got hit by Miller, and it's cleared all the way down the ice.
Got right in the way, and McDavid's looking over at him right now. You pick me.
Nystrom able to shoot it all the way down. Here's Roslovic. He's the goal scorer in this one. 1-0 Oilers in the first. His pass broken up by Martinook. He got it out. Bouchard with it in the neutral zone. Bouchard to McDavid. Got it over the blue line, and Nystrom shoots it down the ice.
Bouchard had Draisaitl right up the middle there, waiting for the drop into the lane to McDavid. If he gives him a puck, he would have busted in alone.
Draisaitl on the right wing into the Carolina end. Stops top of the circle. It's tied up along the boards. Aho will get it out. Aho is going to chase after it, but McDavid can get to it first. But Aho steals. He'll go to the net. The shot and the save made by Skinner. He'll get it out. Walker blasts it just wide. Couple of chances there for the Hurricanes, short-handed up the right wing. McDavid into the Carolina zone.
Come on, that's a hump.
To the right corner, McDavid centering pass goes through the slot to the left wing point. Wallman across to Roslovic. Now to the left wing corner to McDavid. Along the boards to Draisaitl to the point for Wallman. To the middle, it hits a stick and it just goes wide. Draisaitl on the left wing.
Gotta shoot, Cam.
Up to the point on the right to Roslovic. His shot misses from the angle. Scores! Connor McDavid got the rebound off the back wall, goes short side, and it's 2-0 Edmonton. That was a power play goal.
What do they do?
Shot the puck.
It's amazing the amount of chaos that gets created when you're in the power play and you put the puck to the net. And Connor McDavid picks one short side, blocker side on the netminder Freddie Anderson. Draisaitl and Roslovic will draw the assist. That goal almost identical to the third goal that Nugent-Hopkins scored against Vancouver in Game 7, where it ricochets off the backboards and goes to the far side. And a left-handed shot, like Nugent-Hopkins against Vancouver on Shelovs, or like McDavid here on Anderson, can pick it up cleanly, elevate the puck, and it's 2-0 Oilers.
And McDavid with points in 8 straight. That's his 8th goal of the year. And Edmonton 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Puck goes into the Edmonton zone. It's off a stick, comes free to Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers, the former Winnipeg Jet, to the blue line. Nystrom across to Riley, and he could not get a shot through. That was blocked right up near the source, and it comes out to center ice. 2-0 Oilers here in the first period. It's dumped in off of Kulak. Brett Kulak in behind the net. To the right to Regula. Off the right wing boards. That doesn't get out. Nystrom cross ice pass in front. Just tipped wide by Ehlers. What a chance. And he missed. Frederick in behind the Edmonton net. to Kulak. We'll get it to center. Now to Mangiapane, check just over the blue line.
This line's got too much separation. They need to be tighter.
Jackson Blake will drop the puck back. Healers on the right is passed too far for Stankoven. It's kept in on the right wing by Robinson, but just for a moment, Philp will get it out through the middle to Bouchard. He'll flip it into the Hurricanes' end. Walker rimming it around to Jankowski. Can't clear it out. Sent towards the net. Gloved by Anderson, and we get the whistle. We played 7 minutes, 44 seconds of the first period. 2-0 Oilers lead the Hurricanes. We'll be right back from the Lenovo Center here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is for Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in Raleigh. 2-0 Oilers lead the Hurricanes. The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live. Play now for a chance to win early bird prizes, including $500 for the Oilers team store and Safeway. Get your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. Roslovic and McDavid, the goal scorers. 2-0 Oilers lead, 7:44 gone here in the first. Oilers win the draw in the Hurricane zone. Shot by Nurse, doesn't get through, but Draisaitl has it. High slot, right point for Wallman, and snapshot now went off of Carrier. Draisaitl to the point to Wallman, towards the net, off the glove of Anderson. Didn't handle it clean, but Stahl will get it out. To Carrier, pushes it to the middle. Puck brought in on the right. Walker couldn't get a shot through. Blocked by Podkolzin, and it comes out.
Good work by Roslovic on the backtrack there to support the play. Chipping and chasing every chance they get to put Edmonton's D under duress.
Rimmed up near the blue line. Miller's his shot goes off of Wallman. Hall has it on the right wing to the blue line. A shot save made by Skinner. He'll cover it up as it was partially blocked. The shot from Nystrom and kind of rolled to Skinner.
Well, it's pretty clear what's going on here. They get the puck. They're flying. They're putting pucks to the net first chance they get, and they know the Oilers have had a propensity this season of turning pucks over.
Makes for a high-paced game, though. Nobody's sitting back. They're coming at you. Face off to the left of Skinner. 20 saves in that 2-1 overtime win in Philadelphia on Wednesday to start the road trip. Shot from the point gets blocked. Aho looks for it in the right corner. Just rolled past him. Bouchard gets tied up with Aho. Loose puck goes to McDavid. He'll come up the left wing. Gets it up to center ice. McDavid, who was second in NHL scoring coming into tonight's action, gets the puck in on the left to Hyman. And Hyman to the left wing corner, taken to the end boards by Keandre Miller. And the puck dug out through the middle to Svechnikov. Svechnikov to center ice. On the right, into the Oilers zone, all the way across to Aho. That skipped over his stick, where he had a clean look to the net, and the puck goes in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Came loose in the middle of the ice. Savoy comes out. Savoy down the left wing. In over the line. Pass gets picked off. And it's rimmed by Hall. He got it out. Left wing Jarvis into the Edmonton zone.
Can tell it. Mattias Ekholm did not like.
Stick gets lifted.
Oh, wow.
Jarvis takes a hard hit.
Rock'em sock'em. That hurt Hyman. It hurt Hyman as much as it hurt Jarvis.
And the puck goes in on the offside. Jarvis, who got hurt in last night's game against Vancouver, caught a stick up high. It was a question mark coming into this one.
He was scared when he first went down. Anytime you see a player kick his feet, Seth Jarvis, represented by Edmonton's Jerry Johansson. Carolina had the 13th pick in that 2020 draft. The Oilers had the 14th pick. I'm here to tell you that if Carolina had not taken Seth Jarvis, Tyler Wright at the time and Ken Holland were taking Seth Jarvis, the Oilers ended up with Dylan Holloway. And Jarvis got a big contract extension done, and Holloway's going to get one done. It just cost the Oilers an offer sheet, and Holloway firing his agent.
There's Kulak with it. Kulak playing in his 600th NHL game, right up the middle, but forced over was Janmark, and it's broken up. Here's Ehlers for Carolina into the Oiler end. His pass to the middle clatters off a leg, and Lazar got it out. In the neutral zone, Philp on the right for Regula, drills the puck in, goes to the left wing, but past Janmark.
Janmark's got to pick that pass up. That was an easy play.
Goss to spare, cross-ice pass that threw everybody offside, so Janmark will bring it out and come down the left wing. He'll take a long shot, and it's wide of the Carolina goal. 2-0 Oilers lead, 9:35 to go here in the opening period. Frederick, right wing corner. He's in behind the Carolina net, over to the left. Puck poked free, Mangiapane to Frederick. Frederick, left wing corner, looks in front of the net, cross-ice pass to Wallman, a shot saved by Anderson. The rebound kicks out to the left point. Nurse rips it wide of the net, and the puck around the boards, and it comes out. Wallman will take it back into his own end. Wallman through the neutral zone, now into the Carolina end for Henrique. The shot from the angle, save made by Anderson. He'll hold on. We can take a break. 2-0 Oilers lead the Hurricanes. 8:59 to go in the first period from the Lenovo Center here in Raleigh. It's Four Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-0 Oilers lead. Jack Roslovic, Connor McDavid, the goal scorers. Roslovic has added an assist as well. He had a 2-point night. McDavid with points in 8 straight. Roslovic with points in 4 straight. Roslovic, of course, playing for Carolina last year.
He led Carolina in 5-on-5 scoring last season.
Face off in the Hurricane zone. It's flipped out to the line. Roslovic will dump it right back in. Miller, cross ice to Nystrom, up the right wing off of Martinook and in. Martinook trying to recover it, bats it. It goes in behind the net. Stall on the end boards to Martinook, back to the right wing point. Nystrom's pass picked off by Nurse. It gets to the blue line. and that was kept in by Carrier. Shot towards the net by Martinook, saved by Skinner. Back to the point, a shot doesn't get through. Lots of traffic. Draisaitl will chop it up the left wing to the line and just out. And the Hurricanes have to reset, as Miller will shoot it in. Draisaitl to Nurse. Right corner to Wallman, off of Roslovic and out. Into his own end, Walker to Gostisbehere. Over to Walker. Got it in on the right wing, well, just to the line. It does come out. Jarvis in the neutral zone to Gostisbehere. He has to shoot it in. Ekholm into the corner, forced back by Aho. Goes in behind the net to the right corner to Bouchard, up the boards, but Gostisbehere is pinched down, and he's going to keep it in for Carolina. To the corner, where Bouchard will rim it. And Gostisbehere again to keep it in. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm off the boards. It won't get out. From the point, Walker is shot. Saved by Skinner. The rebound just shot wide.
I think the Oilers thought there was going to be a penalty. They let up on the play. Sequence still not over.
To the right wing point to Walker. Has it on the right. He'll wait. Into the corner for Jarvis. Slides in behind the Edmonton net. Over to the right wing. Wanted to get it to Aho. Bouchard takes it to the boards. It comes out to Jarvis. To the angle. The shot. Good save by Skinner. And the puck flipped out to the neutral zone. That shot from the right side by Aho. And it's a good stop by Skinner. Hyman from a sharp angle off of Freddie Anderson. Aho won't get it out of the zone, though. It's kept in. Janmark spun around, and it goes into the corner. Jarvis behind his net to Gostisbehere. 2-0 Oilers lead. 6:39 to go here in the opening period. Up the left wing to Ehlers. Ehlers to center for Carolina. On the right to Blake. Goes into the right wing corner to Stankoven. Stankoven forced up the right wing boards by Phil. Pass behind the net to Blake. He'll take it to the left corner. Pressured by Regula, who just strips him of the puck. And Regula to his backhand through the middle, but he got it on the tape.
What a play.
And it went to Kulak. And he'll get it off the right wing boards into the Hurricane zone. That was a pretty good play by Regula. Gutsy, that's for sure. It's on the end boards. Into the skates, the Lazar, now to Mangiapane. On the right wing, Mangiapane to the right corner, out to Lazar, and his shot just missed. Nurse will keep it in left side. Around to Mangiapane on the right. Pass to the middle, hits a stick, comes out. Mangiapane has it in the neutral zone. Now on the right wing, off of Frederick. He'll go after it. It goes in behind the net. Swept around to Jankowski. He'll get it high in the air and out. Won't be hard enough for icing. And Wallman will take it in behind the Edmonton net. With 5:25 to go in the first, 2-0 Oilers lead. Roslovic and McDavid, the goal scorers.
Don't like the amount of separation here. This is a 2-1-2 forecheck. I don't know why you're booing. They're not forcing the play with their fourth line either.
Up to Mangiapane at center. Back into his own end to Nurse. Cross to Wallman. Off the right wing boards, but Keandre Miller there for Carolina. To Robinson, he'll get it across. Going to the net was Jankowski. It ripped off the post by Hall on the short side.
Got to manage the puck better than that. Way too easy of a transition.
Jankowski will shoot the puck in. Robinson on the right wing. Right wing corner for Hall. Top of the circle. Robinson pass to the point. Gostisbehere will be able to keep it in. Got by Frederick. Comes down the left wing. Cross ice pass to Walker. Has it on the right wing point for Taylor Hall. Over to Gostisbehere across. The shot scores. Robinson over on the right wing. Got the cross ice pass, one-time shot. Skinner got a lot of it, but not all of it. And the Oiler lead is cut to 2-1. There was a big seam in the middle of the ice.
Well, the Oilers mismanaged the puck earlier. Frederick's got to do a better job in consult with Henrique and Mangiapane. And Gostisbehere served it up on a platter and a rip job that squeezed through Stuart Skinner. These guys have been out there for a while.
Eric Robinson gets his 5th of the year. And Gostisbehere had a lot of room through the middle to get that pass through. Oilers get called on the offside right at the Carolina blue line. We can take a break with 4:12 to go in the first. 2-1 Oilers lead the Hurricanes from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. It is Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes,
Up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports.
and up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Oilers lead, 4:12 to go in the first period. Eric Robinson, the goal scorer for Carolina at 15:39 to get them to within 1. In his 400th NHL game for Robinson. The puck on the left to Ekholm. He'll blast it in off the end glass. Gostisbehere to Stahl will get it out. Went off the skate of Bouchard. Podkolzin into his own end. Across on the right for Bouchard. Gostisbehere pinched in, but it went off his stick. And the pass by Draisaitl to Podkolzin into the Hurricane zone. Spins back, gives it to Draisaitl towards the net. A pass, and that was blocked by Gostisbehere. Gets it back, put it through the slot. Nobody there for Edmonton. Cleared out by Carrier. Roslovic on the right wing to Draisaitl to Bouchard. Just inside the Edmonton blue line, under 3.5 to go here in the first. 2-1 Oilers lead. Puck flip to the Carolina blue line. Miller up to Aho. Off his stick into the Oiler end. Svechnikov trying to dig it free. He does on the right. Give it to Nystrom. Savoy comes in there to break it up. Svechnikov out of the corner. Oh, that was just broken up at the last second. And out to center ice. McDavid over the line to Hyman. Drives down the right wing. Goes in behind the goal. Taken to the end boards by Miller. He pins him. Loose puck sitting there, and Savoy pokes it into some skates. Savoy then comes up with it to the right point to Wallman. Wallman, a wrist shot blocked by Jarvis. Jarvis will get it out with Svechnikov and Aho. To Aho to Svechnikov on the right wing. Turns and shoots it, and that one blocked by Nurse. Jarvis out of the right wing corner. He's got McDavid on him. Forces him up top of the circle. Dumped it in behind the net. Goes over to Aho on the left. Aho to the high slot. Across the shot from the right point. Goes off the arm of Skinner. This was blasted towards the goal by Riley, and the puck along the boards. In from the point. Puck comes out to Svechnikov. His shot was blocked. Next time blocked again. This time by Wallman. It'll get to the line. Jarvis keeps it in. Jarvis to the right wing corner. Now to the right point. The shot, and that goes off the arm of Skinner.
No, it hit McDavid.
Nystrom had let it go, and yeah, it did clip McDavid just up high. Puck down the right wing. Goes into the right wing corner of the Hurricane zone. 2-1 Oilers lead. Minute 50 to go in the first. Puck at the side of the net. Off a stick. Goes into the slot. And up the right wing. Stankoven will get it out. Stankoven is center. Shoots it in. Dragul on the end boards to Phil. Philp cuts to the middle at center ice. On the right wing to Lazar. Shoots it into the Hurricane zone. On the end boards is Walker. Left wing to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere with some room to the middle of the ice for Stankoven. In over the line, and it'll roll right to Skinner. He'll scoop it up with the glove and hold on with 1:17 to go in the first. 2-1 Oilers lead the Hurricanes. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Oh, this team can fly. There's no question about that. Going to be intrigued to see how Edmonton navigates the final 4 minutes of this period, because they threw it around pretty good in the game, the 2-1 goal. Draisaitl out here to support Henrique in the face-off circle. Actually, it's Draisaitl and Roslovic with Henrique. So if Leon gets tossed,
and he wins the draw, Ekholm goes into the corner.
Right in front of the ref.
Rims it on the left. Doesn't get out. Martinook along the boards with Henrique on him. Ekholm's trying to knife the puck free as it's caught up in skates. It was sent back to the line, picked out of the air by Draisaitl. Now to Roslovic into the Carolina zone. He couldn't get a shot towards the net. We're into the last minute here of the first. 2-1 Oilers lead. Martinook to the line and just out.
Excellent job. But Colson backtracked. They had a chance for an odd man break, but Colson broke it up.
Left wing for Ekholm. Off the stick of Podkolzin. To Carolina territory up the right wing. Jankowski to center ice, now to Hall. In over the Edmonton line, stops on the right. Pass that went off with Jankowski to the right wing corner. Chops at it with Wallman. It goes straight up into the air. Going to the skates of Jake Wallman. Taylor Hall. Get it back to the point, cleared out. 12 seconds to go in the period. Side his own end. Nikishin will get it out, down. That's icing. There's 4 seconds left, and the Oilers will get a face-off in the Carolina zone. It'll be to the right of Anderson. Yep, to the right of Frederick Anderson. 5-4-0 on the year. This being his 10th appearance. We got 3 goalies. Brandon Bussey on the bench.
Need to win a draw here if you're Edmonton. Get a chance for a shot at the net.
Pyotr Kochetkov is on the bench. Puck over or on in the stands. A pass across the wall. That was behind him.
Connor's got to shoot the puck. That was a straight face-off win. He's got to let it rip.
Went right to McDavid, but he missed Wallman with the pass. And the first period ends 2-1. Oilers lead Carolina after 20 minutes. Bob, that was pretty high-paced, high-event period.
Yeah, it was. There were some guys moving their feet in that period. I mean, for a guy who hasn't played, Zach Hyman was going. Jack Roslovic was flying. He's got a goal and assist, and he got stopped on a breakaway. Noah Philp is the best he's skated in a few weeks. I like some of the plays that Regula made under pressure. And, it's funny. I talked to some of the Carolina people, and I knew that they were going to if the Oilers were going to play Henrique and Mangiapane and Frederick together, those guys got to, there's not a particularly explosive skater on that line. They're going to try to get to them off of cycles, and that's the line that they got the goal against. But I thought 3 of Edmonton's 4, like Leon threw the puck away a couple times, but also made a couple tremendous passes, including the breakaway pass to Roslovic. So some good things happened from an Oilers perspective in that period. Maybe the biggest of which was Stuart Skinner, made some good stops. Yeah. He faced 11 or 12 shots.
There were some quality opportunities for the Carolina Hurricanes. And we have Alec Regula downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Alec, tell me your thoughts on that first period against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it was fast. They're a really aggressive team. I mean, I think you can see that when you move it up the wall. Their D are pinching almost every time. So I think we're going to make some adjustments in here and just try to be a little bit harder and, go from there.
Alec, it's this simple. If you can play against this team and the forecheck they have, you can play against anybody. I'm here to tell you that. The way they sell out, and it's north-south, it's direct. And it becomes, you got to manage the puck, don't you? That's the biggest thing.
Yep, that's 100% right. And like you said, I mean, they're a really aggressive forechecking team, and I think we saw it that period. So I just got to be a little bit quicker, a little bit harder, and I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, that's got to be an adjustment. When you play a team that plays really passive and is looking for a turnover in the neutral zone or at their own blue line, when you have a team coming at you like that, from a defenseman point of view, how big of an adjustment is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an adjustment. I think, we knew that going in, and then you still saw it. Like, it's still, you know it, but then once you feel it, it's a whole different thing. So I think, even for myself there, I had a couple. I got to just be a little bit firmer, just live to fight another day, maybe punt a couple pucks or whatever it is. So
great stuff, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Alec Regula downstairs. You're after 20, 2-1. Oilers lead the Carolina Hurricanes, and yeah, I mean, you know it's coming. You know it's going to be an aggressive forecheck, but until you're out there and realize how little time you have, that's got to be something.
You take a look at they could have created some other chances in around the net as well, but the one goal they scored, Edmonton had a chance to make a play, and they didn't make the play. And by the way, I do want to mention Rasmus Dahlin is back for the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah.
They dropped 3 straight games without him in the last 2 years. They're 0-11 when he's not in the lineup. That's Edmonton's next opponent. So that's a difference maker for the Sabres getting him back in the lineup.
Yeah.
They're a different team. That's for the next game. And Buffalo plays differently. They play way looser than Carolina. Carolina is a tight, fast, compact, hard-pressed forechecking team. I thought the Oilers had 3 of the 4 lines I thought did okay handling it. Got to be some quicker decisions. You may end up seeing by the end of this game Henrique, Frederick, and Mangiapane really being the Oilers' fourth line by the end of the night. Anyhow, bottom line here, we'll see what sort of adjustments the Oilers can make. They do lead 2-1 after 1.
Pretty exciting through 20. I know we got an exciting first intermission coming up. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They'll have it for you when we come back. 2-1, Oilers lead the Hurricanes after 1 from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Goes behind the net. There's Nurse. Nurse, he comes wheeling out through the middle. He's going to drill it all the way down to Anderson off his stick to Roslovic. Scores! Jack Roslovic goes high to the glove side on Anderson on a big rebound. And it's 1-0 Edmonton.
That came at 3:47 to the opening frame. That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. 2-1 the score after 20 minutes at Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. Rob Brown, Brendan Escott here. And Rob, Zach Hyman was not eased back into things by any stretch. Not on his own account, not by virtue of the fact that he played a little over 8 minutes and change. It's been, I won't say trial by fire, but I'm impressed by what I saw out of him.
That is unbelievable. When you think about it, you talked before the game playing with Connors. He's been out for so long. What can the expectation of him is? And they'll ease him into it. They'll watch how he plays and then decide going forward. Instead, he plays 8 minutes and 5 hits?
Yep.
5 hits in the first 20. He was very good. There's a few things in play with Zach Hyman. Now, first and foremost is how he plays for the Edmonton Oilers. And it sucks when you're watching your teammates play. You want to be
Alec,
out there and you want to help. You want to be part of the solution. This Oiler team has not started the way they wanted, and Zach Hyman's watching, thinking, I could help here, I could help there. So he comes out. There's a second thing with Zach Hyman. He's got all this energy because he's been watching hockey since May. And he just had this energy, so he's out there and he's throwing his body around. He's getting involved. He's getting a little nasty. And then there's the third thing. It's Team Canada. And before the game, you and I were talking, and they showed Seth Jarvis, and I'm like, if there's one player that Zach Hyman could try to steal a spot from on Team Canada, it would be Seth Jarvis. They both play very similar type games. They're both tenacious. They both play bigger than they are. They both can score. They both can penalty kill. And in the first period, he ran Seth Jarvis twice.
Same shift. And
solid hits. So I think there's so many things going through Zach Hyman's head, and he wants to be the best player possible, but also in the back of every player that is on the radar of the Olympics, whether it's the Germans, the U.S., Canada, Sweden, whoever it is, every player in the back of their minds wants to play their best and be noticed. And Zach Hyman's, his runway is much smaller because he's starting 20 games later, but in that first 20 minutes, you saw everything that the Edmonton Oilers have missed with Zach Hyman not being in their lineup.
It looked like they were playing a lot more physical to a man, and nice, we got a fight right at center ice here.
Zadorov and Struble.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, anyway, we'll get to that in the out-of-town scoreboard. But as far as how the team played as a whole, there was a lot of physicality, but they were under duress quite a bit, which we expected them to be, with Carolina being who Carolina is.
Well, Carolina came out and played. It's funny, last year in the playoffs, I saw Carolina play Florida, and I was shocked at how physical Carolina was. I'm like, that is outside of their comfort zone. But in the playoffs, what we've seen in the past with Carolina is there's been times where they've been pushed around in hockey games. In the first 20 minutes, I was shocked at how physical Carolina was in this period. Svechnikov, 2 big cross checks on Connor McDavid. Then he drills Ekholm from behind. I mean, this is a goal scorer here that usually scores against the Oilers. They were very physical. They were very good on their forecheck. The Oilers were gifted a goal. You saw the good and the bad on the first goal scored. The good was the hands by Jack Roslovic. The bad was how terrible a play from Freddie Anderson was. So the Oilers were gifted a goal on a nothing play, ends up in the back of the net. After that, the Oilers scoring a power play. And then Carolina took over the game, and it was all on their forecheck and creating turnovers, and the Oilers could not get the puck out of their own zone. And we heard at the end of the period when Regula was asked about the speed, and he says, it's one thing to talk about it. As you said before the game, it's another thing to witness it. But he said they are pinching every single time. I'm sure we'll make some adjustments. And that's what we're going to have to watch as the second period comes out, because they did every time. Because when you are a defenseman under pressure, you're first, I can't throw it up the middle of the ice because I can't see. So I'm just going to rim the puck as hard as I can around the boards. So a team that's used to getting good pressure on the defenseman, their defensemen realize, they got pressure. The defensemen are going to rim, so they already start cheating. And you saw a number of times where the Carolina Hurricane defenseman jumped on the inside of the Oilers wingers, and when the puck got rimmed, it was the Carolina puck player that was picking it off the boards. We'll watch to see if in this period the Edmonton Oilers change their breakout at some point and try to catch Carolina being overly aggressive.
That's our Rob Brown. We are at the intermission after 20 minutes of play. The Oilers up 2-1 in Carolina. We're back with the out-of-town scoreboard in just a couple of minutes on your Ford dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Now this update from the Canadian Press. Wilton Littlechild, who served as Commissioner for the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada, is thanking the Vatican for returning some historic Indigenous artifacts. A joint statement by the Holy See and Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops says the return of 62 items from the Vatican Museum's ethnographic collection was initiated by Pope Francis's 2022 papal visit to Canada. The leader of the Parti Québécois wants Quebec to have its own currency in the event it becomes an independent country. Paul St. Pierre Plamondon made the remark at a news conference to kick off the PQ Council today. The party has been riding high in the polls for 2 years, and St. Pierre Plamondon insists he'll hold a referendum in his first term if he's able to form a government next October. And a pilot has died after an accident involving 2 small airplanes in eastern Ontario. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game. Is at the intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 1 game in the books out of 13 total tonight. The Lightning beating the Florida Panthers 3-1 in Florida. Elsewhere, you've got the Wild up 1 on the Ducks in the third period. Canadians and Bruins in a feisty first period, tied up at 1. 3 fights, I think we counted, Rob and I, just watching the highlights there. The Senators are down 1 to the Kings on home ice. The Red Wings and Sabres tied up at 1. Capitals down 2 to New Jersey. You've got the Rangers and Blue Jackets scoreless through 1 period. The Maple Leafs and Blackhawks are tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. And later on tonight, you've got the Golden Knights and the Blues in St. Louis. The Stars hosting the Flyers. An all-Canadian matchup with the Flames and the Jets. And the Kraken taking on the San Jose Sharks. In the American Hockey League, it's the Coachella Valley Firebirds visiting your Bakersfield Condors. Condors coming off of a tough loss last night, an emotional one, I would suggest. Game tied up in the final second and then they lose in overtime. That was a tough one. Looking to rebound, though. And then the Edmonton Oil Kings in Vancouver taking on the Giants. That is the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Back in Carolina, it is a 2-1 Oilers lead through 20 minutes of play. Jack Roslovic opened the scoring. Connor McDavid tacked one on. It was Eric Robinson for the Hurricanes. We'll send you back to Carolina with more play-by-play action. Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer are next. We're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network. Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. 2-1 Oilers lead the Hurricanes as we get ready for the second period. Tonight's Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Alberta Cancer Foundation and the Terry Fox Foundation, providing access to vital support services and treatments while investing in groundbreaking cancer research. Support now by getting your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Drop the puck. We're underway here in the second as Walker shoots it into the Oilers zone. It rims on the left, goes to Stahl, then off the end of his stick. He regains it in the left wing corner. Out to Martinook to the left wing point. Gostisbehere to Walker. A shot blocked in front of the net. It went off of Nurse, and it is cleared out.
Well, Carolina picked up the forechecking pressure, the pace, the tempo. Oilers had some issues within the final 10 minutes.
On the right, Carrier, a shot, and the save made by Skinner held on to it 29 seconds into the second. And this is a Hurricane team that has plenty of pace and pressure.
They got four lines that can skate, and they're playing without two of their top 4D. The Oilers got Hyman back tonight. It's an addition, but it's an adjustment. He hasn't played in 6 months. The other guy that they're missing two other guys that would be playing probably in their top 9 right now. Nugent Hopkins for sure, maybe in their top 6. And Kasperi Kapanen adds tempo and pace to their lineup. So it'd be a good game for him.
Aho on the right, a shot, and the save by Skinner. The rebound goes to the left, and Svechnikov has it. He'll let it go high and off the glass, and it comes out to the neutral zone. Miller on the left got it into the Oilers zone to Aho on the right wing. His pass, and that went off a skate just wide of the Edmonton net. It went off of McDavid's skate, and the puck to the middle of the ice hops over the stick of Svechnikov, and Ekholm will jam it out to center. Savoy to McDavid into the Carolina end. Is passed towards the net off a stick and swept aside by the netminder Anderson. The puck along the boards and cleared out to center, where Jarvis loops back into his own end. The right wing couldn't get it to Svechnikov. Gets through center, stepping up is Miller for the Hurricanes into the Oilers zone. Rims the puck on the right. Stankoven up against the boards. Puck came free to Philp. On the right side to Regula, up to the blue line. It doesn't get out. Down the left wing, it's sent in front of the net, and Blake with a chance. He's waiting. The pass scores. Ehlers off the left wing got the pass from Blake from behind the net, and the game's tied at 2.
Well, Alec Regula told us at the end of the first period, we got to manage pucks well to deal with this, and there was a malfunction at the junction. They swung the puck back behind the goal to Regula, and he turned it over under the forechecking pressure, and then an unlucky bounce as the puck came in front of the net, and Lazar and Philp did an I got it, you got it routine, and the puck ended up in the net. So the Oilers' third and fourth lines have been scored on here, and we got ourselves a 2-2 game.
Ehlers gets his 4th of the year. He's got points in 7 straight games. 1:41 into the second period. As Jackson Blake fed him the puck. And this game all tied up at 2. And the puck into the Carolina zone. Right wing corner. Philp is in behind the net. Philp to the left. Philp will center that. Hits a stick. Comes back to the right wing point. Regula's shot. And that goes off a stick and just wide. Up the right wing. Blake gets it out. Regula in the neutral zone. Through the middle of Philp. He's able to dump it in. Blake and Stankoven get the assists on that goal by Ehlers. Up the right wing, Stankoven at the Edmonton blue lines. Pass, that's broken up. Mangiapane down the left wing with Henrique. He'll come in 2-on-2. A shot launches off the stick of Walker, and it goes high, and the puck to the right wing corner. And Mangiapane digs it out of skates to the blue line to Wallman. He'll let it go, and that one blocked in front of the net. Sent to the blue line where Wallman will keep it in. We're tied at 2 here in the second. Puck rolls to the side of the goal, and Anderson will cover it. 2:15 into the second period. Faceoff will be in the Hurricane zone to the left of Anderson. Shots now 14-8 in favor of Carolina.
Oilers with a quick 2-0 lead, 2 goals in a span of 2:43 in the first period. Roslovic on an even strength turnover by the netminder, Freddie Anderson, and then McDavid on a rip job, short side on a rebound on the power play. But Carolina's just kept coming, and the Oilers have been able basically to play equal with the Draisaitl and McDavid lines. But they've been under duress with their third and fourth lines against a team that's deeper than them at forward. Again, Edmonton's deeper on defense, but their defense has not got to the level that they need to get to yet.
Face off to the left of Anderson. Roslovic wins the draw just off the stick of Wallman.
There's your example right there. He's got time and space to shoot the puck, which he can really do, and he, completely misplays it.
Shot into the Oiler end. Wallman on the left. Podkolson shovels it across to Nurse. Nurse through the middle, but he hit Draisaitl right in the skate with it. Brought in Martinook, went to shoot it, and his stick snaps in half, and the puck goes to the left wing corner. Skinner had to steer it aside, but he got the changeup instead of the fastball. Penalty coming up to Edmonton. As the puck was in the corner.
Yeah, it's on Nurse for roughing. He's working over. He got knocked on his ass on the play by Carrier, who's got the gloves sewn on. Carrier is not a guy, and Nurse tried to engage him. And it's a cross-check. I mean, it's a penalty. So now it's a huge kill for the Oilers.
First power play of the night for Carolina.
Now, as dominant 5-on-5 as Carolina has been, their power play is 31st in the league at 14%. Edmonton's penalty killing is 9th. And Lazar will start this one off here with Janmark. It's a right side draw. My guess is if Lazar wins it, now it's a long change in the period, but you may see Henrique come out if Edmonton can win the faceoff. Lazar lost the draw.
Yeah, Gostisbehere on the point on the left. Goes off a stick behind the net to Jarvis. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers as they battle for it in the corner. It squeezes loose. Svechnikov will rim on the right to Gostisbehere. To Aho. Cross the line for Ehlers. And Ehlers on the left to the point to Gostisbehere in the middle. Gostisbehere to Nikolai Ehlers on the left wing. into the left wing corner. The shot off the side by Jarvis. Save made by Skinner. Svechnikov to the point for Ehlers. To Svechnikov. Gave it away to Bouchard. Only got it to the blue line. Kept in by Ehlers. Ehlers has it on the right wing point. To Gostisbehere on the blue line. Down the left wing. It's a Gostisbehere. Got the return pass from Jarvis. And that's batted away by the arm of Skinner. And now cleared down the ice. Goes in behind the Carolina net. We're tied at 2. 4:20 gone here in the second.
Henrique and Savoy now. Regula and Kulak with Nurse in the box here.
The puck on the left wing. Ehlers will give it away to Savoy. Savoy down the right wing. A partial break pass across to Henrique. Off the post. And the puck goes over to the right wing.
Great play by Savoy again. Terrific anticipation. Reads it. Feathers it across. And a good look there from Henrique.
It's inside the Oiler end on the right wing. Is Ehlers will take it to the corner. Ehlers to the middle. The shot by Aho. Saved by Skinner. Held on. 21 seconds left to go in the penalty to Darnell Nurse. The chances at both ends.
Right off the post.
Oh, Henry tried to go short side. There wasn't a lot of room. He hit the post. Oh, great pass by Savoy.
Great shift by Savoy with the strip, the separation, unselfishly gave up the puck, put it in a great spot.
Off the draw, the shot by Walker goes high and wide. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm on the right wing to McDavid, out through the middle to Bouchard. In over the line on the left for Draisaitl. Spins back to the blue line to McDavid, goes into the right wing corner. McDavid up the boards, drops the puck to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. Penalty is over. Cross-ice pass is blocked, and Draisaitl now out of the right corner. And shot save made by Anderson, and it's in behind the net. Carolina 0 for 1 on the power play. We're tied at 2 here in the second. 5.5 gone. Puck blasted in by Ekholm. Rims on the left, Draisaitl to the middle to McDavid. McDavid to Wallman is shot.
That should have been
high and wide.
Connor,
closed his glove on the puck.
That should have been a penalty.
Puck rim behind the net to McDavid. Has it up the left wing to the top of the circle to Draisaitl. Makes a little move on Walker, but then checked as Stankoven got it out through the middle to Hall. Into the Oiler end. He'll just dump it in. Stankoven retrieves it in behind the net. Over to Blake. Blake comes out of the corner. His pass was blocked. He'll get to the middle. He won't get a shot. It's kept in on the right by Nystrom. And the puck along the right wing boards in the Edmonton zone. Carrier to the left to Martinook. Put it in behind the net. Wallman back there for Edmonton.
Where's the communication?
And Stahl back to the point. The shot tipped on net. Save made by Skinner. As Nystrom let it go from the blue line. Or make that Nikishin from the blue line. The puck comes to the middle of the ice. It's bouncing around, and Nurse gets it free to Draisaitl, who'll come up the right wing, out to center.
Where's this? Holy, you allowed to slash him the whole way up the ice, Cam?
I guess so.
That is a brutal call. That is unreal on Draisaitl. And he got slashed 4 times up the ice with the puck, and they're going to call him for a love tap back. That's everything that's wrong with this league. It's one of the 2 best players on the planet getting screwed on a call. Unacceptable.
Well, the Oilers will be shorthanded when we come back. We played 6:58 of the second. We're tied at 2, the Oilers and the Hurricanes. Hurricanes on the power play when we return. This is For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. Tied at 2, Oilers and the Hurricanes. Oilers short-handed. Penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 6:58 gone here in the second. Face-off to the right of Skinner. Draisaitl in the box for the slash. Puck sent to the line. Past Gostisbehere and out. And he'll go back and get it. Go in behind his net. Slowly up the right. Through the middle. And drop it back. A pass for Jarvis on the right side. Goes off of him and in after Aho had given it to him. Puck on the left. And Gostisbehere. Cross-ice pass off a stick. That goes out of play. And there'll be a face-off in the Oilers zone. You okay over there?
Sometimes we see when you have a recently retired player that never got to the level that he wanted to get. There's an egalitarian approach to how the game's managed. In the NBA, the star players get calls. In the NFL, you don't hit the quarterback. But in the NHL, it's almost like the star players, well, they have to play through that. It's a joke.
Puck blasted down the ice by Bouchard off the draw.
He's carrying the puck for 60 feet up the ice and gets slashed 4 times and they don't call it. So he gives a love tap back and they call it.
On the right, Jarvis will bring it in. His pass in behind the net. Trying to get it in front was Ehlers. He lost it, and it's cleared down the ice by Savoy.
Savoy tends to be in the right spots.
Doesn't he? Thinks the game at an incredibly high level. Jarvis into the Oilers zone on the right for Svechnikov. Get it to the left wing point. Ehlers down the left side to the blue line to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere to Ehlers. Top of the circle to Gostisbehere. His shot. And that one, he didn't get much of it, and it went way wide. Jarvis shimmies in the right corner. Cross ice to Svechnikov. A shot off the glove of Skinner. Todd Colson along the boards. Fell down, got back up. It comes up to the blue line. Gostisbehere across to Jarvis. A walk in, right side. Tipped on net by Ehlers, and the save by Skinner at the side of the goal. He'll hold on to that. 26 seconds left to go in the penalty to Draisaitl. We're tied at 2 here with 8:33 gone in the second. The shots are now 19-9 for Carolina.
Well, they've had the only 2 power plays here in the second. That's played a factor. Yeah. But the other factor has been that they've picked up the forechecking pressure, and the Oilers have had some challenges dealing with it.
Miller in behind his net as it got dumped all the way down. Drops it to Walker. Sean Walker. Back to Stankoven. Stankoven kicks it across to Hall. Now in front of the net to Stankoven, but he was in too deep. He's in behind the Edmonton net. On the right, penalty over. Draisaitl's out there. Right wing point, it goes to Blake. He has got Draisaitl coming in, and Draisaitl creates a turnover, gets it loose. And up the left wing is Savoy into the Hurricane zone towards the net. Just through the crease, it goes to the right corner. And Miller in behind his goal. To the right side to Blake. Blake, the left wing, goes off the boards and in as Draisaitl run into Blake.
That was a hard play.
Ekholm, the left wing.
Leon's not too happy right now, I can tell you. He didn't like that whole sequence.
There's Bouchard at his own blue line. Pass off the stick of Hyman. And the puck cleared through the middle and just a little too far for Stahl. Ekholm off the boards and out. Side his own line. McKeeshan through the middle. Picked off by Pod Colson. Now to Janmark. Went off his stick. Niestrup can't do anything with it. Puck along the right wing. Roslovic to Janmark. Janmark top of the circle to Roslovic. Up to the right wing near the blue line. Cycles the puck to Pod Colson. On the left, into the left wing point was Nurse. Pokes it to the left wing corner for Pod Colson. They go in behind the Hurricane net to the right point for Wallman. Wallman's cross ice pass. It goes to Roslovic, and he tried to go short side, and Anderson made the save and then covers it. And there'll be a face-off in the Hurricanes' end when we come back. 9:33 to go in the second. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Hurricanes from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2, 9:33 to go in the second period. As the Oilers take on the Hurricanes tonight. Oilers are up 2-0. Hurricanes responding. Face-off will be to the right of Freddie Anderson. And goal for Carolina. McDavid, Hyman, and Savoy out with Nurse and Wallman for Edmonton. And the puck goes behind the net. And over to the left, Niestrup. Cross to Miller. And now up the left wing, gets the puck through center ice. Svechnikov to Aho to the middle and off the stick of Miller and steered aside by Skinner. Svechnikov on the left wing, swings the puck around to the right. Nurse able to hold off Miller. On the right wing, Wallman will get it out to the neutral zone. Jarvis back into the Edmonton end on the right wing for Svechnikov. To the left of Miller. Didn't get much on a pass that he wanted to get behind the net. Hacked off the right wing boards by Hyman right to McDavid. He'll come into the Carolina end to the middle to Nurse. The shot. Oh, that one hit Savoy in front of the net.
Got to get the puck through there.
And the puck comes out to center. And Aho in on the left wing to the Oiler end. Aho to the left wing corner behind the net to Jarvis. Off the right side, DeCostas-Bear into the skates of Jarvis. Getting it out was McDavid.
When you don't have a shot on goal, Cam, this team's got 2 shots on goal in this period. That's a clean 3-on-2. You got to get it to the net.
Jarvis off a skate to the right wing point. It goes to Walker to Jarvis. It's off his stick. Puck along the boards inside the Edmonton end. Right wing corner. The right side. Jankowski to Jarvis behind the net. Over to the left. Jarvis out to Jankowski, and he was handcuffed. Didn't get the shot away. Gostisbehere on the right to Walker. Now to Hall.
This is where they got victimized last time, this matchup.
Hall to the right wing corner. Along the boards to Robinson. Frederick runs in to Walker, but Walker keeps it in to Gostisbehere on the point across to Hall. Nurse's stick snapped in half. Puck in the right wing corner. Hall gets it out. Jankowski's shot just missed on the short side. On the left wing, Taylor Hall. Over to Mark Jankowski to the right wing point. Gostisbehere steps in, doesn't have a shooting lane. Waits, gives it to Jankowski on the right. A shot, glove save made by Skinner. Held on with 7:16 to go in the second, and the game tied at 2, and the Oilers were hemmed in. To pick up the remnants.
So to Carolina's credit, they're a really good team right now. And they're doing it without 2 of their top 4 defensemen. So you know they're probably going to have another gear here. But they are connected in every aspect of what they're doing. And the Oilers are nowhere near at that level. And we know that. We've been watching this pretty much all season long. Oilers are in fits and starts. And when you're playing a team like this, you really got to manage the puck exceptionally well.
It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Martinook to the end boards with Bouchard as they battle. Bouchard squeezes it free, goes up the middle to Ekholm. Now on the left to Podkolzin to Draisaitl. In over the line, Podkolzin to Ekholm. He'll walk in. The shot saved by Anderson. And he holds on. Matthias Ekholm followed the play up and got a great look right in the slot.
Well, that time a decent transition up the ice for the Edmonton Oilers created an odd man break. And Ekholm can shoot the pill. But Anderson has had a history of not giving up more than 2 goals against the Oilers. And the Oilers got 2 early on him. He gave one of them away. And Edmonton just hasn't generated enough because Carolina has territorially dominated this game really for about the last 20-plus minutes.
Face off to the right of Anderson. Draisaitl against Stahl. Draisaitl tried to push it ahead. Martinook on the left. Carrier got it out. Ekholm on the left wing. All the way down the ice. It's icing against the Oilers. Edmonton Oil Kings are in Vancouver tonight. They won 3-1 in Victoria last night as they continue their swing through BC. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Puck to the left wing corner. Ekholm to Roslovic. Now to Bouchard. Off the left wing boards and out. Shot right back in by Stankovic.
There's an illustration of not being connected. Just a simple pass up the boards.
Was got it to the line. It was played back in. So Ekholm to Bouchard. Now up the right wing to Podkolzin. In front of the Carolina bench. Gave it to Bouchard. Has to go back into his own end. Up the left wing, got it out, but there was no one to pick it up for Edmonton. And it's shot in by Nystrom. McDavid along the boards. On the right wing to Bouchard. Up in the air. It doesn't get out. Miller kept it in. And Miller stripped of it by McDavid. On the left wing to Hyman. Comes into the Carolina zone. Stops up. Has it left wing and wanted to get a pass through to Savoy. It does not get through. And Stankovic gets to center ice. He'll dump it in.
And there's where you worry about conditioning with Hyman coming off the fractured wrist. And then his touch.
Kulak, long pass, off a stick, goes into the Carolina end. Hyman centers it, and it goes off of McDavid. He'll get it now on the left wing. McDavid to the blue line to Kulak. A shot blocked in front of the net. Walker up the left side to Jarvis. Got it out to Aho in the neutral zone. Aho on the right to Walker over the center ice line and dumps it in. 5 minutes to go in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Hurricanes here in Raleigh. From the right wing corner of the Edmonton end. Jarvis to Aho. Centering pass. Broken up by Kulak. Aho on the left wing. To the middle again. This time it was Hyman getting it to the line. Walker across the line to Gostisbehere. On the right side. Rips it across. The shot. And it's saved by Skinner off of Aho. Puck on the right wing point. Gostisbehere. Right side to Svechnikov. Now to Gostisbehere in the middle. Right side Svechnikov. One-timer off of Kulak. The puck on the left wing. Goes to Gostisbehere. Shot and a save by Skinner with Jarvis right in front of the net. The puck on the right side. Svechnikov. Top of the circle. Oilers could not get it out. Now lifted out by Savoy.
Long change here for Edmonton, and they look exhausted. Skinner should just hold on to the puck here.
Got dumped in. Both teams can make changes. Kulak's got it behind the Edmonton net. Pass up the middle, off the stick of Janmark. Goes all the way down. That's icing against Edmonton. 3:55 to go in the second. Tied at 2. Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. He's been busy. 24 shots so far. Philp to take the draw for the Oilers. Against Jankowski. Puck goes to the blue line. On the right, Robinson. Robinson in front of the net, off a stick over to the left. Hall up to the blue line. Will cycle it to Jankowski. Left wing corner to Robinson to Jankowski. Out to Hall. And that went off his stick to the left corner. He'll pick it up there. His pass to the point. Off of Lazar. And it's Lazar to bring it out. Into the Hurricane end. Goes to the right wing corner. Up against the boards. Getting some assistance from Phil.
Why is Janmark that low? He's got to be the third guy against this team. You got to have a third guy high defensively because they can transition it up the ice quickly.
Cleared out. Wallman's got it in front of the Oiler net. Up the right wing. That hit something on the boards. Instead of getting to Podkolzin, it went up in the air and down the ice. It's icing. So it wasn't quite the bank shot that Wallman or Podkolzin had expected.
I'm thinking Wallman's got to, you know what? Sometimes you got to take the check off and the quick pass down low. And now they've put themselves in a position here where Philp's been out there a while, and he's going against a guy that really knows how to win draws. 59.9% for Jordan Staal.
He wins that one. Miller out to Martinook, the one-timer just wide. Miller to the right corner, to the right wing, point the shot. Great save by Skinner with the left pad. Nyström let it go from the point. It was redirected, and Skinner was able to keep it out. We're going to take a break. We got 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Hurricanes from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trail Blade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tied at 2, 3 minutes to go in the second period. Roslovic and McDavid scoring for Edmonton. Robinson and Ehlers have the goals for the Hurricanes. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Dropped it once, he'll have to do it again. Shots this period are 14-3 for Carolina. They have the only goal of the period as Ekholm off the right wing boards and out to Roslovic. Skates onto it, down the right wing. The shot saved by Anderson from the angle. The puck in the right corner. Draisaitl to the blue line to Bouchard. Rims it right back around. It'll go to the left. Colson up against the boards into the skates of Roslovic now. He's tied up by Martinook. Draisaitl comes in there, trying to dig it out of skates. Nystrom had it in his skates. It goes over to the right. So Bouchard along the boards with Carrier. Bouchard on the right side. Down low, in behind the net to Draisaitl. Brings it up to the top of the circle. Little move to try and get away from Miller. Goes to the right corner. Miller on him. And Miller comes up with it. To Nystrom. Will rim it on the right and all the way down. And it's icing against the Hurricanes. With 2:05 to go in the second. The game tied at 2. Face off to the right of Anderson. Oilers will get McDavid, Savoy, and Hyman out there.
Two best looks in this period have been defensemen, as you know. A drop and a delay to Nurse, and he rang one off of Savoy's skate. And then Ekholm, same situation.
Nurse down the left wing, centering pass. Save made by Anderson as it went off a stick. It comes out to the neutral zone.
What are you doing, Darnell?
Flipped in to the Edmonton zone by Carrier, and the puck up the left wing, past Savoy and out. Out through the middle, knocked down by Hyman. He can bring it in. Left wing to Savoy. He'll shoot it off the blocker of Anderson. The puck in behind the Hurricane net. Savoy trying to dig it loose. It does come loose, but to Svechnikov, and he'll skate up the left wing for Carolina. Into the Edmonton zone, cross ice pass to Jarvis. A shot and save made by Skinner coming across, and McDavid will bring it out with Hyman. The pass to Hyman in over the line. He'll go right to the net. His shot misses on the stick side of Anderson.
Third odd man break for Edmonton.
Jarvis on the right wing to Aho. Into the Oiler end. It goes in behind the net. Regula gets body position on Jarvis and can now just come right up the right wing. The Svechnikov came in and broke it up. We're in the last minute here in the second. Tied at 2. On the right wing point. The shot by Riley and the save made by Skinner with 52 seconds to go in the second.
Great look there for Matty Savoy.
Faceoff will be in the Oiler end to the left of Skinner. Anderson, who hasn't been tested a lot in this period, did have to deal with some Oiler pressure in the last shift. Puck to the left wing corner. Ekholm trying to get away from Blake. Off the left wing glass. It does get out. Draisaitl kicks to the middle to Mangiapane. Broken up at center. And Stankoven will shoot it in. 38 seconds to go in the period. Skinner got it around the boards. Now Ekholm to Draisaitl. Get away from Nystrom. They'll get to center ice. That goes in on the offside. Oilers will have to get out of the zone.
Don't quit on the play here, Cam.
And a long pass too far for Blake. That'll be icing.
Do you load up Connor and Leon here for the final 20 seconds?
Of course. 19, yeah.
Well, if Leon wins a clean draw this time, McDavid's got to shoot the puck.
Yeah.
4 seconds left at the end of the first period, and Connor elected to pass off instead of letting her rip. You got a little bit more time here.
Yes.
Right. Our people, our team.
Into the face-off circle. Oh. No. Wasn't quite right. They'll do it again. And it goes over to the left wing. McDavid's pass to the point. Hit the stick of Blake. It comes out. Bouchard, the right side, goes to the Edmonton bench. Miller can flip it out.
Leon got a good hit on Miller.
He did. And the second period will end. The game's tied at 2 through 40. Carolina carrying most of the play in that second period.
Little bit of a push late in the period. The Oilers creating some odd man breaks up the ice. But Stuart Skinner is the only reason why this game is 2-2.
It's been good. And he's had to be. We figured that would probably be the case at some point in this game. You're going to have to lean on your net.
You got one team that's playing their game and another team that hasn't gotten to their game. And the Oilers are having an animated conversation right now down with Pierre Lambert Carter Sandlak, a former Ontario Hockey League player who's the referee. And I don't think these guys are hard enough to beat when you're not sitting there calling the slashing from 40 feet up the ice when the guy's got the puck. And Draisaitl showed a little bit of frustration there. The nurse sequence, he got popped, went back at Carrier. I'm just trying to remember, was it Colzar or Carrier that Evander Kane did the number on in the playoffs back in 23? I think it might have been Colzar, but whatever the case, this is a real good team you're playing.
Yeah.
This is a team that can skate. They're on top of their game, but they also played last night. You should have the energy advantage going here in the third period, so go make it count.
We will see how that plays out. It's tied at 2 here through 40. Roslovic and McDavid scoring for Edmonton. Robinson and Ehlers have the goals for the Hurricanes. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. Tied at 2 after 2 from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Help provide Edmonton teens with a gift to brighten the holiday season by supporting Youth Empowerment and Support Services Adopt a Teen program. For details and donations, visit YESS.org. Then, the Salvation Army's Hope in the City returns to the Fantasyland Hotel November 20th to kick off the Christmas season of giving. For info, donations, and tickets, visit salvationarmy.ca.
For details on these and more events, visit 880chad.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Miller out to Martinook, the one-timer just wide. Miller to the right corner, to the right wing, point the shot. Great save by Skinner with a left pad. Nystrom let it go from the point. It was redirected, and Skinner was able to keep it out.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos. 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. 2-2. After 40 minutes of play, Carolina able to find an equalizing goal just a minute and 41 seconds into the frame. It was Nikolai Ehlers as set up by Jackson Blake and Logan Stankoven. Knots things up in a period that Rob Brown, I thought, was confidently dominated in terms of puck possession and zone time by Carolina. Edmonton had a few shifts that jumped to mind, that they were hemmed in the zone for an awfully long time. And this is something that was on the pre-scout with what Carolina has done.
And this is also something we saw in the Columbus game. And we saw at times in games against the Rangers. And this has been the problem for the Oilers at times this year, not getting the puck out, not being able to, turning the puck over time and time again. We saw they interviewed Regula at the end of the first period, and he talked about, we've got to do a better job getting the puck out of our zone. We can't keep turning it over. We have to be ready for the forecheck. And then he's the one that turns it over in the second period again because of the forecheck. I don't know what they talked about in the dressing room, but when it's a very aggressive forecheck, that means your forwards have to get back down lower because your defensemen aren't having time to think of where to go. And a lot of the plays they're making, they're just getting it out of a dangerous area and throwing it to a space. But if on the goal that Regula turned the puck over, the forwards were all on the outside of the blue line. And when the puck got turned over, they were in chase mode. So Carolina was much better in that period. Stuart Skinner was by far the best Oiler. And the one saving grace for the Oilers in that period is they had 3 really good scoring chances, and they were off the back of Carolina having so much pressure that they all got sucked down towards the Oilers' goal. And when they don't score, because Skinner made big saves, the puck comes out, and now it's an odd man break. When you are in your own zone for so long and you are trying to counterpunch, you have to capitalize on those chances because the Oilers are getting nothing on their forecheck. There's no sustained pressure. So when you do get a good look, and they had Nurse walked in by himself, Ekholm walked in by himself, and Hyman walked in by himself. And I don't know. I think they got one shot on net of the three.
Yeah.
Because Nurse hit Savoy, Hyman missed the net, and Ekholm hit put it right in the belly of Anderson. So those are the ones you got to capitalize on because what we've seen through 40 minutes is the Oilers aren't really able to create anything off of a sustained pressure in the offensive zone because they're just not getting it there.
Keep monitoring the usage of Zach Hyman in his first game back, and really no rust. He is right up there in forward minutes. 15 minutes and 10 seconds worth of ice time through 40 minutes of play, and he's got 9 hits. So he played 7 minutes in that second period compared to 8 in the first, and he threw 4 more hits. He's out there acting like a wrecking ball right now, picking up where he left off, might I add.
This is exactly how he played in the playoffs. So there's zero chance that he can continue this through the rest of the regular season. Just physically you can't. I don't know what the record is for hits, but it's a kid from Sherwood that plays in Vancouver had it. And I don't know, would he average like 3 a game, something like that, 4 a game at most? I don't even know what it was, but it's certainly not 9 or 10, and that's what Hyman's been doing in the end of the season in the playoffs and tonight. 15 minutes in the game, that is more, I'm guessing, than 7 of the forwards playing tonight's average ice time on the season is per game for the Oilers. And he's already got it in his first game, having not played a hockey game in 6 months. And he's thrown in 9 hits, which, by tonight's end, he's probably going to have the biggest hit total of any Oiler so far this year. What he is, though, Brendan, is a great example. We've talked about it over the last little while. If things aren't going well for you offensively, and you're snake bitten or you're not getting chances, you somehow have to contribute to the team in other ways. Well, Zach Hyman, he is going to score goals, but he's come out and said, okay, I'm going to make a difference in this hockey game. How? I'm going to be physical. That is I don't know if it's a message being sent, but it's an example to the rest of his teammates, the players that are in mainly third and fourth line guys. If you can't contribute offensively, here's what you're able to do. And Zach Hyman, playing on Connor McDavid's line, has still been able to throw 9 hits. And of those 9, 8 of them were of the very strong type. Like, he's throwing big body checks. It'll be interesting to see how much. I know Carolina, back-to-back games, how much are they going to have left in the final 20? How much in the tank is Zach Hyman going to have after 15 minutes and 9 hits through 40 minutes?
Just for what it's worth, Carolina has 10 hits in the game, period. Full stop. Hyman has 9 through 40 minutes of play. But again, this has been dominated quite a bit by Carolina, who has 27 shots on goal to Edmonton's 14. Edmonton actually winning the face-off battle, which I thought was going to have more importance, but it's been the forecheck that's causing these turnovers and icing calls and that sort of thing that's really not parlayed those face-off wins into much puck possession time for Edmonton. Carolina has been what Carolina is, and that is a team that controls the puck in the offensive zone, right, and hems you in. So,
the one advantage right now for the Oilers is I don't think they've had a good 40 minutes. I think Carolina has carried the play. But right now you're in a situation, you win a period, you win a hockey game on the road against a good hockey club. So the Edmonton Oilers have not put together 40 good minutes, but they have the ability tonight to play 20 good minutes and win and get 2 points. So this would be a great statement for the Oilers to make in the third period. It's right there for the taking. Now they have to go out and do it.
They've got this team on the second half of a back-to-back. Do you think it means anything, knowing that Edmonton, they should be theoretically a little more well-rested, but Carolina's record in these back-to-backs, Rob, over the last several years has been absolutely absurd. So do you think that's factored in at all? Probably not.
Probably not. And one of the reasons, too, is Carolina doesn't overplay anybody. Their forwards, I'm guessing, are somewhere from 19 minutes down to 11 minutes. They don't have a 24, 25-minute forward and a 6-minute forward. Everyone plays on this team. They roll all 4 lines, and they trust all 4 lines. So when you start to see some fatigue, it's usually in the top 5 or 6 players who just played 27 minutes the night before, and now in the third period, you're trying to get more juice out of them, but they literally don't have it. Carolina rolls everyone, and I think that helps them and allows them to be still fresh in the third period of the second of back-to-back.
All knotted up at 2 through 40 minutes. We are at the intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. We're back with the out-of-town scoreboard next on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Drivers seeking power, performance, and unbeatable value don't need to look any further than Freedom Ford. From the legendary F-150 to the rugged Bronco, the versatile Bronco Sport, and full lineup of SUVs built for every adventure, there's a perfect ride for every driver and every lifestyle. With financing rates starting at just 0%, hitting the road has never been easier or more affordable. Visit Freedom Ford on 75th Street in Edmonton and experience the thrill of driving your dream vehicle today.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Now this update from the Canadian press. Dozens of Indigenous artifacts being returned to Canada by the Vatican are expected to arrive in Montreal early next month. A joint statement by the Holy See and Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops confirms 62 artifacts are being returned from the Vatican's controversial ethnographic collection. They were sent to Rome by Catholic missionaries as part of the controversial 1925 World Missionary Exposition. One person is dead after a plane crash in eastern Ontario. Provincial police say it happened northeast of Cornwall just after 11 o'clock this morning, where officers responded to a report that two airplanes had possibly collided. They say one plane landed safely while the other was found in a wooded area where the pilot was pronounced dead. And BC Premier David Eby is undergoing a mandatory leadership review at an NDP convention in Victoria this weekend. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Couple finals on a 13-game menu tonight in the league. Lightning 3-1 victors over the Panthers in Florida, and the Minnesota Wild blanked the Anaheim Ducks on home ice. It was a 2-0 final there. Old school matchup between the Bruins and Canadians. Lots of fights in the first period of that one. The Bruins 3, Canadians 2 in the second intermission. In Ottawa, they're just starting the third period. The Kings up a goal on the Senators. 4-2, the Red Wings lead the Sabres after 40 minutes of play. The Devils and Capitals are dancing in Washington. It's 2-0 New Jersey after 40 minutes. Rangers and Blue Jackets tied at 1 in the second intermission. 2-1, the Leafs leading the Blackhawks after 40 minutes of play. First intermission, it's the Golden Knights up 2 on the Blues. 2-0 the score there. And the Stars and Flyers also at recess. It is 1-0 for the Stars. Later on tonight, you get the Flames and Jets down the QE2. You get the Kraken and Sharks as well in the nightcap. And if you're interested in American Hockey League action, your Bakersfield Condors, well, they host the Coachella Valley Firebirds at 8 o'clock our time. The Edmonton Oil Kings continuing their BC Division road trip in Vancouver tonight. They get the Giants. That one also 8 o'clock our time. It is all knotted up at 2 in Carolina. The Oilers getting goals from Jack Roslovic and Connor McDavid. Eric Robinson and Nikolai Ehlers equalizing things for Carolina. That's where we stand through 40 minutes of play. We've got play-by-play action coming up next, third period style. It's Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer on the other side of a quick timeout. We're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And I'm Zach Hyman. And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes or having my goals disallowed, we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling. You know, guys used to call me a plumber. And now they call you an HVAC technician. Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, Oilers and Hurricanes tied at 2. We're getting ready for the third period of play in that Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. The jackpot right now, $151,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Edmonton 1-2-0 when tied after 40. Hurricanes are 1-3-0. Drop the puck. We're underway here at the start of the third period, and the puck sits loose at the Edmonton line, goes in, and it's Wallman in behind the net. Carrier on him to Nurse. Push it around the left. It'll get to the blue line. That's not going to get out, though. And Walker down the left wing. Walker to the left wing corner. Got it along the board. Stahl had it knocked off his stick. Goes to Draisaitl. Cross-ice pass, and now Nurse is able to get it out. Nurse at the center ice line went to dump it in. His stick snapped in half.
Twice. He broke 2 sticks on one shift.
Here's Roslovic on the right wing corner for Podkolzin up against the boards with Gostisbehere. It comes loose, top of the circle. Martinook will get it out. That might be hard enough for icing. It is. We get the whistle. 52 seconds gone here in the third, and the game tied at 2.
Well, one of the referees tonight is Carter Sandlak, who played for mainly for Guelph and Belleville in the OHL, and then played parts of 2 seasons for the Charlotte Checkers, who happen to be the Carolina Hurricanes farm team.
So what are you saying?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at the team, and there's not a lot of players on that team that he ended up playing with, and currently with this squad right now. But one of the numerous referees that have migrated from being former players.
Which makes sense.
And he'll undoubtedly in the next couple of years probably become a really good ref.
Nystrom off the right wing boards and down the ice. It hit his stick. It won't be icing. And the puck along the boards up to the blue line. Miller put it on net off the pad of Skinner. Then Ekholm on the left wing. Center ice, that's off a stick and in. Anderson helps it around from behind the goal to Svechnikov, who'll get it out. Regula chases after it. Goes into the corner. Has got Aho on him on the left wing. For Savoy. Goes across to Regula. Regula to center ice. Shoots it in. The puck top of the circle. It won't get out. Regula's going to keep it in the zone. Henry cross ice. Now on the left, there's Janmark, his centering pass. Did not connect with Mangiapane. Janmark has it near the blue line. On the right wing point, spins to the middle. Comes down the right wing, his pass in front, off a stick, and it goes into the right wing corner. Jammed up the boards, kept in by Regula. Shot almost had the redirection from Janmark at the side of the net, and it's cleared out. Jarvis can dump it in. We're tied at 2. We're 2 minutes, 20 seconds gone here in the third period. The right wing, the puck to center ice. Ehlers will just get it in over the line. Kulak out with it. Through the middle, off the stick of Janmark. Directed it in. He'll go off for a change. Gostisbehere coming out of his zone. Left wing to Ehlers. Ehlers back to Gostisbehere. Shot tipped on net, and a great save made by Skinner out at the top of the crease, and he held on to it. That hit a stick on its way to the net.
Oilers tried to quick shift Leon Draisaitl's line, and instead they got caught in a back pedal defensively. Easy zone entry. Hurricanes, not surprisingly, are third in the league in goals for, and second in the league in shots for, ninth in the league in shots against. Right now they have the best shot differential in the National Hockey League. And again, they're doing this without 2 of their top 4 defensemen.
Puck to the blue line. Nikishin shot, and that's blocked by Frederick, and it comes out. Nikishin's got to go back. Up the left wing, off of Jankowski. Wallman has it in the neutral zone. To Nurse. Left side pass picked off by Riley. Jankowski comes in on the right wing. Goes in behind the Edmonton net to the left wing point. Riley towards the goal, but past Taylor Hall. Along the boards is Nurse. Skip the puck out to center ice. Hall on the left wing for Robinson. Robinson stops left wing boards. The Edmonton end to the left wing corner. Wallman in behind the net. Get it across to Regula up to the blue line. It comes out. Frederick there. He's able to shoot it in. Edmonton can make a change.
So Janmark's been moved with Henrique and Mangiapane to give them more pace to that line, I would suggest to you.
On the right wing, Roslovic in front of the net, off the post, and it rolls back to Anderson. He covers it up. Got the pass in front to Draisaitl, put it right off the post, and then Anderson able to hold on. The Oilers come that close to taking the lead.
Roslovic's been Edmonton's best forward in this game. It was a great backtrack there from Stahl defensively. He saved the goal because Draisaitl couldn't get everything on the shot.
And Draisaitl just one-handed it towards the net. I think Anderson got a little piece of it before it hit the post.
I think Stahl stopped Leon from getting full power on that shot.
Great chance for Edmonton as the puck goes to the left wing corner. It's Brent Kulak. Tried to get it towards the net. Unable to. Roslovic has it on the left wing. As the Freddie chance start here in Raleigh. Roslovic to the point, put it over the stick of Regula. It'll go down the ice. Skinner will have to play it. Regula's got it right corner. Up the right wing to center and went off the stick of Draisaitl. Regula trying to follow up. Carrier will shoot it in. Podkolzin will go back and get it. On the left wing to Kulak to Podkolzin. That was
a little too nonchalant, I would suggest.
Almost lost that. Savoy with it in his own end over to Regula. We're tied at 2. We're here in the third. Up the right wing, off of Hyman. He'll chase after it, get to it in the right wing corner. Out of the right corner is pass in front of the net to McDavid, just blocked. McDavid goes into the left corner. Jarvis is in there, so is Savoy. It'll come up to the line and out. Drilled back in by Bouchard. To the right side, the puck cleared. And it will be icing against Carolina. 5 minutes, 6 seconds gone here in the third period. The game tied at 2. Face off to the right of Anderson. We've given up 2 goals, 6:30 into the first, and has been perfect so far, albeit not overly busy. As the shots are 29-14 in favor of the Hurricanes.
Ozone draw. Leon comes out.
Wins it as clean as you can win it. Pass on the right, off the stick of McDavid. Goes to it for the right wing, top of the circle. Down in behind the net to Hyman. He'll spin it in front. Went off Anderson. Draisaitl to the right corner for McDavid. McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard, a shot and a glove save by Anderson with Hyman right in front of the net. Good pressure by the Oilers after the face-off win. Carolina's going to make a change. Face-off to the left of Anderson. Stahl will take the draw. Puck in skates, gets to the middle. Carrier to Martinook. Will get it out. Ekholm trying to hack that off the boards, but Carrier was right up against them. Puck goes to Bouchard to the line, but it's kept in. This time Bouchard can get it out up the right wing to Hyman. Now on the right side to Draisaitl in front. Scores! Draisaitl to McDavid, and the Oilers have a 3-2 lead.
Zach Hyman took the hit to make the play. He was the guy that ended up on a stretch pass, freeing the puck up, and then he dropped it back short side to Draisaitl, feathers it across. Hyman got bounced on the play. Draisaitl right through the feet there of Martinook, who's back defensively in no man's land. And Connor McDavid has given the Edmonton Oilers a 3-2 lead with his 9th goal of the season.
5:46, time of the goal. And Draisaitl with his 2nd assist of the game. And Edmonton ahead by 1. So puck shot into the Oilers zone. Wallman off the left wing boards and out up to Janmark. Comes in but get taken out by Nikishin, and it is shot into the Hurricanes bench, and we get the whistle. Hyman picking up an assist as well.
It's his first point, obviously, of the season.
Face-off will be to the right of Anderson. Henrique to take the draw. No, he's out of the, maybe out of the face-off circle. Nope. Yep. So it'll be Majapani. Puck goes to the right wing boards. Riley got it out for Carolina. Taking it back in, Stankoven. Give it to Nikishin, and all the way down the ice, it's icing against the Hurricanes. So McDavid from Draisaitl and Hyman at 5:46 has given the Edmonton Oilers a 3-2 lead here in the third period. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
And right back out there with the big guns here.
Draisaitl wins the draw. To the left wing corner was Nurse. Tried to pass it, hit a skate, goes to McDavid. Now left wing point to Draisaitl. Into the left wing corner. Hyman protects the puck, spins off in the left corner. Now to Draisaitl, goes in behind the net. Right wing to McDavid. David going towards the goal, and it will go right to Anderson. He'll cover that up. We can take a break. 6 minutes, 34 seconds gone here in the third. 3-2, Edmonton leading the Hurricanes from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new Volcano Pizza. They keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
3-2, Oilers leading Carolina. 6 minutes, 34 seconds gone in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. Connor McDavid with the go-ahead goal here in the third at 5:46. His second of the night, 9th of the season.
Right side draw. Roslovic back. Leon and put Coles in here, so Roslovic's going to take the face-off.
Against Stahl. Stahl wins it. Costas Bear will fire it out off the glass. Martinook at center. On the right wing to Carrier. Comes into the Oilers zone. He's going to drive to the net. Rebound. Scores. Stahl picked up a loose puck as Carrier drove it to the front of the net, and the game's tied at 3.
Well, Alec Regula learned something there on the hard net drive by Carrier. That's a one-on-one battle, and Carrier basically held him outside. Roslovic pivoted off of Stahl. If he stays with Stahl, tried to support the play down low, and Stahl was left with the yawning cage because nobody had him. But Carrier makes the play.
Yeah. Good drive to the net.
Yeah.
And Stahl gets his fourth of the year at 6:45, so 59 seconds after the goal by McDavid. We're tied at 3.
And you wonder whether or not that's a play that in a couple years from now, or even in 15 more, look out.
Puck dumped in, and it comes in front to Stahl, and he fanned on the shot. As Martinook had sent it in front of the goal, and it's Draisaitl to the blue line that was hacked off his stick. And they didn't want to touch it. It would have been a high stick. Instead, now up the left wing. Puck brought into the Oilers zone, and from the angle on the left side was Walker. The save made by Skinner. It's in behind the net. Tied at 3 in the third. The right wing to Roslovic off his stick. Miller has it inside his line for the Hurricanes. Pass to Jarvis, missed him. Goes right to Skinner. He's got to cover it. Will be a face-off in the Edmonton zone. I think Skinner thought maybe that was icing. I think Matthias Ekholm thought that was icing too.
So that play starts with a face-off win by Stahl, and then Carrier on his horse, and he got inside position. He drove the net hard, and Roslovic tried to support him, and he pivoted off of Stahl. Just an unfortunate sequence for Edmonton. especially given the caliber of their 3-2 goal to go ahead.
Martinook also picks up an assist on that. The Leduc product. Puck to the left point. Ripped off the crossbar as Nikishin just blasted that off the bar, and it stays out. Bouchard, left wing corner, through the middle, and it's Henrique to center ice. For Mangiapane in on the right, now to Henrique. Has to put the puck over to the left wing. There's nobody there for Edmonton. Out to center ice is Riley off the glass. It hits Mangiapane just inside the Edmonton blue line. Stankoven will go up against the boards. Henrique knocked him off of it. And up the left wing for Edmonton, Matthias Ekholm. Left side off the stick of Janmark. Anderson got it to the corner. We'll get to Stankoven, left wing. Now to Ehlers. Ehlers to Stankoven. Into the Oiler and lost the puck. Janmark was able to steal. Into the Edmonton zone to McDavid, right wing to Nurse. We're tied at 3, and we're here in the third. To Wallman, to Nurse in the neutral zone. He's looking for McDavid. Instead it goes in. And in behind his net, Miller up the left wing, got it out. To Sebastian Aho. Now to Svechnikov, tried to shoot it, blocked by Nurse. Puck to the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone, up to the blue line, and Miller gets steamrolled by Hyman. Puck comes out. Nystrom in his own end, got it through the middle. Miller will get to center. Now to Aho, into the Oiler end on the left wing. But behind the Edmonton goal, Ekholm shovels it around on the left off the stick of Savoy and out to center ice. And that is broken up, and Svechnikov, he'll come in, cross ice pass. They wanted to get it to Aho. Hit a stick, goes over to the right. Svechnikov, right wing corner. And behind the net, lost it to McDavid. McDavid around the boards on the left for Savoy. Pinching down, it doesn't get out, gets to the middle. Svechnikov with a shot, and that's kicked out by Skinner. Puck on the left point. Gostisbehere shot it, it's blocked. He gets it back. Up to the left wing point, he'll sail it towards the net, didn't get through. Bouchard was in front of it. McDavid will get to center ice and dump it in, go off for a change.
Excellent job fronting the puck there by Bouchard.
9:55 to go in the third. Tied at 3. The Oilers and the Hurricanes into center ice. Carrier dumped down, dumped it in. Draisaitl had to go off his stick, comes out to Martinook, and he ripped it over the Edmonton net. And on the right wing, puck cleared out. Regula up to Roslovic. Knocked off his stick at the blue line. Kulak will shoot it in. On the left wing, Carrier gets hit by Draisaitl. Puck goes to Stahl. Cross ice to Riley. Into the Oiler end. Comes down the right wing, stops up, had nobody with him. Shot it on goal, stick save made by Skinner. Regula to Kulak. On the right wing to center ice, through the middle. Dumped it in. Miller right back out with it. Lazar squeezes by a check, got it to the blue line, but that's it. Now Hall into the Oilers zone on the left wing to the blue line. Miller shot, and the save made by Skinner. Lots of traffic in front of the net. Jankowski's going to get into it a bit in front of the goal. Him and Nurse, but everybody gathers in, and it subsides. Looks like everything will be, there'll be no penalties. It all breaks up with 8:52 to go here in the third period. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Carolina Hurricanes here at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Emcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
The teams have traded goals here in the third. McDavid for Edmonton, Jordan Staal for Carolina. We're tied at 3, 8:52 to go in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Thank you for joining us wherever you are along the Oilers radio network tonight. And the puck back to the left wing point. Shot from the point. The save made by Skinner. Nikishin just somehow got a quick little shot through. It wasn't a hard shot, but there was a lot of traffic. Skinner was somehow able to stop it and cover it.
Well, Henrique got cleaned up on that draw against the diminutive Stankoven, who's a hard-nosed player that they got as part of the Rantanen deal. He just won another draw for them.
And on the left wing, Ehlers out to Stankoven. It's in his skates and taken out of there by Henrique. He'll get to center ice, shoot the puck in off the glass as it goes into Carolina territory. Along the right wing boards, Lazar in behind the net. Now it goes over to that right side again.
And they run a lot of picks and they get away with it.
Ehlers will get it out, and it's Ehlers into the Edmonton zone. Cross ice pass off the stick of Henrique. Goes to Stankoven now on the right. Taken out by Wallman. Loose puck to Henrique. Henrique in the left wing corner. Now on the left side, that's not going to get out. Henrique's getting there a chance, though, to Nurse. Now to Wallman. And Wallman will wait in the left corner. Jackson Blake could come in and go across to
Load up Connor and Leon here with Hyman in the final 8 minutes.
And it's Draisaitl out through the middle. On the left to McDavid. Oilers are offside, but Martinook will get it out. Martinook got it to the neutral zone. It's bouncing around. He's able to shoot it the rest of the way in. 7:40 to go here in the third. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Hurricanes. Long pass up to Hyman. It glances off his stick, goes into the Hurricanes' end. Rimmed on the right, off a stall, won't get out. Draisaitl over to McDavid. McDavid along the line to Ekholm towards the net. Net doesn't get through. Comes to McDavid. The shot, save. The rebound, it's in behind Anderson and cleared to the line and out. That was close. Draisaitl to McDavid into the Hurricanes end. Now to Bouchard on the blue line. Trying to shoot it towards the net. Gostisbehere breaks it up, and he'll skate it out into the Oilers zone. Dishes on the right. It comes across, and Jarvis fanned on his one-time shot. Puck cleared out.
What a chance for McDavid right down Main Street. Almost beat Anderson 5-hole.
Aho. Right up the right wing. Puck gets out. Jarvis off the boards and in. Roslovic in behind the net. Roslovic's got a goal and an assist in this game. Wheels around to Nurse. Now through center. Off of Philp and in. And they're calling that icing.
Philp saying he touched the puck.
I thought he did too. Yeah, Philp's making a case for it, but I guess not. 6:26 to go in the third. Tied at 3. Oilers come so close. Shot by McDavid, got in behind Anderson, and Nystrom just got it away before the Oilers could poke it in.
Phelps got to win a draw here against Jankowski.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Hall, left wing boards. It's passed back to the point. Roslovic was there. Roslovic shot it down. That's icing. Shots are 35-19 for Carolina. We're tied at 3. Phil back into the face-off circle with Jankowski. Puck to the left wing point. Nikishin. Got a cross corner. Robinson behind the net. Jankowski. Jankowski. Robinson right corner. To the blue line to Riley. So, and the out was out. So, offside the call against Carolina. Oilers with a win and a loss so far on the road trip. Winning in overtime in Philadelphia. Losing by 1 in Columbus. Play in Buffalo on Monday. Wallman with the puck in front of the Edmonton net. Off the left wing boards and out. That's going to go down the ice. Won't be hard enough for icing. Savoy's going to get to it. And has it top of the circle behind the net for Henrique. Over to the right. Down to the right point to Wallman. Puck doesn't get out. Savoy a shot. Oh, that was just tipped wide by Henrique. That was close. Ehlers will come up to his own blue line, loop back on the right wing, and it is shot in by Stankoven. Puck on the left, now into the left wing corner. Ehlers all on the boards, but Henrique wins the battle. Goes in behind the Edmonton net, now over to the left. Ooh, to Nurse. Nurse has got to get away, and he does, from Blake, and he'll get to center ice, off the right wing boards and in. Draisaitl to the left wing point, and that was not kept in by Ekholm. It's an offside call against Edmonton. We got 5:08 to go in the third. This game is tied at 3. The Oilers taking on the Hurricanes. We'll be right back from Raleigh. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers and Hurricanes tied at 3, 5:08 to go in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. McDavid with a pair. Roslovic's also scored for Edmonton. Robinson, Ehlers, and Stahl for Carolina. Face-off just outside the Carolina blue line. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Ekholm to Bouchard inside his own end up the right wing off of Hyman, but he was tied up. And Svechnikov will jam the puck through the neutral zone. And now get the puck in on the right to Jarvis, across to Svechnikov. Great save made by Skinner. He covers it up. Svechnikov went hard to the net, got the return pass, but Skinner shut the door.
Well, two Oilers got beat there, and they created a look for themselves in the neutral ice. These guys are a good team. This is the best team we've seen this year. Well, second best.
Well, yeah.
Carolina 9-1 victory last Saturday. That's the best. Or
Colorado. Yeah, that was a pretty good display of hockey by the Avalanche. But Carolina, pretty good display by them too. Puck tied up, off the draw in the Edmonton zone, sent to the line. Nikishin had kept it in, and now Henrique will get it out to Roslovic. Nikishin, zone end, left wing, now to Martinook. Martinook will dump the puck in. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Wallman smacks it up the right wing. Getting it out was Podkolzin, but it's shot right back in by Nikishin. The puck goes to the right wing. Martinook, the angle shot, it's blocked. Comes out. Riley will let it go. Lots of traffic. That hit Nurse. Didn't get through. Roslovic inside the Edmonton blue line. Across to Nurse. Nurse over the center ice line will dump it in. 4 minutes to go here in the third. The game tied at 3. Right wing corner. Blake will get it out to center. Nurse, or make that Kulak to Podkolzin. Lift the puck in. Gostisbehere, poke it around to Jackson Blake. Now to Ehlers as he comes out 2-on-2 with Stankoven. Ehlers in over the line, over to Stankoven, hit him in the skate. Puck comes free, and Savoy can get it out.
Savoy's always in the right spots to support the play.
Stankoven and Mangiapane were tied up in behind the play as the puck is shot in.
I guess Janmark's playing center here. I'm not the biggest fan of the final 3 minutes of the game.
Kulak will get it out, dump it down on net, so it won't be icing. Anderson quickly up with it as the Oilers trying to make a change. Stankoven drops it to Blake. Cross-ice pass, hits a stick, goes up into the air, and broken up by McDavid. He's out through center. In over the line. Now to Mangiapane. Pass across. A shot and a save made by Anderson off of Hyman. The puck to the blue line, kept in by Ekholm. Svechnikov's going to get it out. He's at center ice. They'll dump it in. 2:43 to go in the third. Tied at 3. Out from behind the Edmonton net is Draisaitl. Draisaitl weaves his way to center. Get it to the Carolina line. That's it. Now it's McDavid to skate it in. Across to Bouchard. Right wing corner for Hyman. Sweeps it around. Draisaitl. Let it go to the blue line. Ekholm will shoot it. Save made by Anderson. The rebound just got away from Hyman before he could poke it in, and the puck cleared. Draisaitl cross ice to McDavid into the Hurricane zone.
Oilers got to get a change here.
We got it to the corner and sent out. Wallman inside his own line. 2 minutes left here in the third. Game tied at 3. Puck in behind the Edmonton net, and it came free, and Hall will get it out. Martinook shot, and he whistles it wide, and that hit the glass, and it goes out of play. And we get the whistle with 1:50 to go in the third. And this is a Carolina team that since 22-23, they're 17-2-4 in the second half of back-to-backs at home. That's pretty good.
Well, they got a good team.
Yeah.
They've had a top 3 team in the league the last 4 years. You take a look at the amount of playoff wins they've got. Only Edmonton and Florida have more wins.
It's off to the right of Skinner. Wallman into the corner, gets checked. It comes out to Stahl. He fanned on the shot. And clearing it out is Roslovic. Great chance there for Jordan Stahl. Just couldn't get a shot. And the puck in the neutral zone, and it's Podkolzin into Carolina territory to Roslovic. Now to Podkolzin. To the right wing point for Wallman. Down the boards. In behind the net. Sent in front by Henry. Couldn't connect with Podkolzin. The center ice is Carrier. That hits a stick, goes into the Oiler bench. Minute 17 to go in the third, and the game tied at 3. We got a neutral zone face-off. Oilers were up 2-1 after the first. It was 2-2 after 40. The teams have traded goals here in the third. We'll put the face-off right at center ice. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. Aho, Svechnikov, and Jarvis out there. Miller and Nystrom out there, and the puck to center ice, and it's dumped in off the stick of Anderson, hits the glass, goes into the left wing corner. Hyman up against the boards. In there with Miller. Nystrom trying to dig it out. We're in the last minute here in the third. Puck along the boards, it goes to Draisaitl. Tried to go short side. He almost did. Hit the shoulder of Anderson. Aho will get it out. Jarvis in the neutral zone. Fires it cross corner. Bouchard up the right wing. Got it to center ice. Goss Despair to Jarvis into the Oiler end. Now to Svechnikov. Peeled off his stick by Janmark. And it's Janmark on the right wing. Into the Carolina end. Got to the corner. Went off his stick to the end boards. And Walker to Aho. We'll get it to the line just out. 22 seconds to go here in the third. Tied at 3 as Nurse to center ice. Put it in off the end glass. Just about hit the referee. Buzzed his tower on the way in. The left wing. Ehlers gets it out to Stankoven. 8 seconds to go in the period. Stankoven dumped it in behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak can swing it to the left for Nurse. Nurse will just go into the corner, and time will run out. We are through 60. An entertaining game here tonight at the Lenovo Center between the Oilers and the Hurricanes. Tied at 3. When we come back, we're going to have the OT for you, so don't you go anywhere. From Raleigh, this is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer were at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. Oilers, Hurricanes, tied at 3. We're heading to OT. Oilers are 4-2 in the 3-on-3 overtime. They're 0-2 in shootouts, so 4-4 overall. The Hurricanes 3-0 in 3-on-3 overtime, 1-0 in shootouts, so 4-0 overall in extra time.
Leon Draisaitl is 15-6 in faceoffs in this game. He's at 71%. We assume he's going to take the call. Delay start Jordan Staal to take the draw.
He's out there.
Or to go with Stankoven.
They got Staal out there.
Yeah. They got two defensemen.
They got Walker and Goss Despair.
They're going with 2D on the ice. The Oilers will go with McDavid, Draisaitl, and Evan Bouchard.
If the Hurricanes win the draw, they'll just hold on to the puck and exchange a defenseman for a forward. If they lose the draw, they'll defend. All right. We needed a little extra. We drop the puck. Oilers win the draw and get the first possession. And Bouchard will take it behind the Edmonton net. Draisaitl leaves it. McDavid picks it up. He'll come up the right wing. Goes right by Staal. Gets out to center. In over the line. Drops it to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl snaps it home, and the Edmonton Oilers win it 4-3 in overtime.
Well, that's how you draw it up. You got to win the draw.
You might not touch it at all if you lose the draw, and that's exactly what happened at Carolina. Edmonton wins the face-off. to start off OT. Go up the ice. Nice little drop from McDavid to Draisaitl. Uses the D as a screen. He fired it through Gostisbehere, and Anderson was unable to pick it up. Just 19 seconds into the overtime, and Draisaitl gets his 13th of the year, and the Oilers pick up their 9th victory and win this one 4-3 in OT.
Well, that was a rip job by Draisaitl. Absolute bomb. No question about it.
Yep, it was a great shot. Used the D as the screen. Got it right through the legs.
Here.
And that was a perfect shot. And the Edmonton Oilers win it in overtime. And the Oilers now 5-4 in OT overall, 5-2 in the 3-on-3 overtime. But that was a good win here for Edmonton, playing a very good Carolina Hurricane team. And they get the victory here tonight. So, yeah, good, hard-fought win against a good team.
That's a good team. And some things had to happen for Edmonton to win the game. And one of the things that had to happen is for the third consecutive start, Stuart Skinner made critical saves to help Edmonton win the game in overtime. And they're playing at this, this is a real good team. We got Stuart Skinner.
We got Stuart Skinner downstairs. Stuart, you got Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Stu, how'd you see the game here tonight?
Yeah, it was a fast-paced game right from the get-go. I think, right from the first puck drop, I think it was just really quick. I think you saw just a playoff game. A lot of dump-ins, a lot of retrievals, just getting on the forechecks, and the guys battled so hard tonight. Both teams, we're very happy and that we were able to get on top there.
4 games in 6 days. I know they played back-to-back, but this was only their second game in the last 5 days. You guys won 3 of those games in overtime, and you made critical saves when the game was in the balance. You talked about this. You said, I got to make the stops at critical times. You got to like the body of work over the last 3 games. This is probably your second best start of the year, Stu.
Yeah, it's been, that's a goalie's job. I think, Grant Fuhr said it best. It's all about the wins, and it doesn't matter if you win 7-6 or, 1-0. It's about making saves at the right time, and when you're able to do that, you give your team a chance to win. So, again, it's just such a big team effort. The block shots that the guys were bringing, fighting to get in lanes, our PK, especially in the second period when we were, getting hemmed in the zone there. It's just what a group effort.
All right, and at the end of the day, you do have the 2 nuclear warheads, and when they're out there 3-on-3, you got to kind of like your chances, don't you?
For sure, whenever you get in overtime, you always like your chances. It's, Leon being able to win the face-off kind of puts them on their heels right away. So I think, that's huge, the first face-off. And then, just the guys making good plays. Leon made a fantastic shot, low blocker in between a guy's leg. It's hard to see that. So, Freddie played great, but again, just really fortunate we got the 2 points here.
Great job. Thanks for doing this, Stu.
Thanks, Stu.
Thanks, guys.
All right, there you go. Stuart Skinner. He was outstanding in goal here tonight.
Stole, 36-23 of the final shots on goal. The Oilers got outplayed. This was a team that is playing their game, and Edmonton is still working on theirs. But, Cam, they end up in a situation here, right? Like it wasn't the prettiest stretch here of late.
No.
Right? But
in the second period there was a lot of Carolina. They had the lean. And that's how it goes. You're going to have ups and downs. There's going to be ups and downs in the season, too. And there's been some downs lately. You think about where the Oilers were last weekend.
Getting bombed 9-1.
Exactly.
And granted, they've needed to go to overtime in all 3 games that they've won. They would have liked to have gotten overtime on Thursday against Columbus.
A little unlucky not to.
Not to have gotten. This game, they played a team that is right now a better 5-on-5 team than them. But there's an old saying. You win the goaltending, you win the special teams, you win the game. And that's what they did tonight.
They did. And they win this game 4-3 over the Hurricanes. And now the Oilers got a day off in between, but on Monday we'll take on the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres with Rasmus Dahlin back into the lineup. Different that makes them better.
We should mention out-of-town scoreboard, Pizza 73. They were down 4-1 in their game. McLeod tied it on a shorty. against the Detroit Red Wings. I don't have an update at this time, but the key for them is they got Darlene back. And again, we talked about it early in the broadcast. By my count, they were 0-11 the last 11 games he's missed. Last year, he missed 7 games during a stretch at once. They lost all 7 games, went 0-5-2. It's going to be a challenging game in Buffalo. My guess is the Oilers will not practice tomorrow. The team is flying to Buffalo tomorrow. Good win tonight. Get recharged and go from there.
All right. 4-3 the final. The Oilers over the Hurricanes here at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. Connor McDavid, he had a couple of goals in this game. He also had an assist, so 3-point night. Leon Draisaitl had the game winner and a couple of assists, so 3-point night for him as well. Also scoring for Edmonton, the former Carolina Hurricane, Jack Roslovic. It was Eric Robinson, Nikolai Ehlers, and Jordan Stahl getting the goals for Carolina, and solid in net for Edmonton was Stuart Skinner. Had 36 shots to deal with. He stopped 33, and Edmonton improves to 9-7-4 on the year, and the Hurricanes dropped to 12-6. Hurricanes had won 5 out of 6 coming into this one. So a good win for the Edmonton Oilers here tonight over the Hurricanes. 4-3 the final in overtime. The Oilers win. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Postgame Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Draisaitl leaves it. McDavid picks it up. He'll come up the right wing, goes right by Stahl, gets out to center, in over the line, drops it to Draisaitl, scores! Leon Draisaitl snaps it home, and the Edmonton Oilers win it 4-3 in overtime.
Well, there you go. That's the highlight zone for Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport. At Century Mile, welcome to the winner's zone. No Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance. Goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments and no interest for 1 year. And this is the Rogers postgame show. Rogers, this is our game. Edmonton wins 4-3 in overtime.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 Chad, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Well, the Edmonton Oilers beat a really good team that's going to get better because they're going to add top 4 defense. But they were connected all night long, and some might say the Oilers were fortuitous to get the victory. There's an old adage, you get goaltending and you get the better special teams, you increase your chances to win. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, the Oilers don't get 2 overtime without the fact that Stuart Skinner gave them a pretty good start.
Yeah, another quality start. I know he takes a beating through media and social media, but Stuart Skinner, the only reason this game was tied going into the third period was the play of Stuart Skinner. He was very good. He was the better of the 2 goaltenders, gave his team a chance, and got the 2 points. So, to me, it's Skinner just, what I love about him is he just shuts everything else out and goes out and and you brought it up with him after the game, and he came out after the Colorado game, said, I got to be better. I need to make the big save at the big moment. If there's a mistake, I've got to be able to clean it up. And he has. he has been better. He has made the big save. And tonight, a quality start from Stuart Skinner allows the Oilers to come away with 2 points.
Well, he also credited the PK, which, kept the Hounds at bay. Carolina tilted this game in the second period. That penalty kill was very good. And then the big guys took this game over, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
They did, and it's funny. You always say you can't win until you start playing 60-minute games, and that's not true in the National Hockey League. You just have to, when you have your spurt, when you have the period that you're better, just make sure that you control it and you're rewarded for it. And anytime the Oilers keep a game close going into the third period, you got to like their chances. Connor and Leon, when the game starts to get later into it, their game picks up. If it's a close game, all of a sudden they take that game over. And it doesn't matter if it's Savoy, if it's Roslovic, if it's Hyman, whoever's riding shotgun with the two of them finds a way to contribute. So, Connor and Leon were fantastic in this hockey game as the game moved on. But to me, Bob, there's the Skinner story, there's Leon and Connor story, but to me the story of this game is Zach Hyman. And we talked before the game, what's he going to have in him? Like, he hasn't played since, May. It's been a long time coming back from the surgeries. He's coming back into a lineup that has already got 20 games under their belt. Are they going to just slow him into it, see what he's got before they decide how much they're going to play him? Oh, what does he do? He goes out and plays, I don't know what it was, close to 20 minutes, and he led the team in hits. He brought the exact energy that this team has been lacking. The physicality, the intensity. That's what Zach Hyman does, and it did not take him long in this hockey game to show the importance that he has for this team.
Rob, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
Talk to you Monday in Buffalo. Oilers knock off the Carolina Hurricanes by a score of 4-3 in overtime. The smart play of the game is brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. I'm going to give it to Leon Draisaitl for bearing down in the face-off circle. At the end of the day, he went 16-6. He won the draw in overtime. Carolina never touched the puck. Perfect drop and delay from Connor McDavid, and Leon rips one home. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard. It is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Tampa Bay down several of their top players, including guys that played in the Four Nations Cup, like Victor Hedman and Anthony Cirelli and Brandon Hagel. They knock off Florida tonight by a score of 3-1. In fairness, the Panthers aren't playing without the best two-way centerman, arguably, in the National Hockey League, as well as Matthew Tkachuk. So, I mean, how could I... Big loss with Alexander Barkov not going. Minnesota shuts out Anaheim 2-0. Boston playing pretty well. They beat the Montreal Canadiens 3-2 at the Bell Center tonight. Kings shut out the Ottawa Senators 1-0. Kings, after a tough start to the year, have found their game. New Jersey, a 3-2 shootout victory over the Washington Capitals. Detroit was up 4-1 at home They blew it. Sabres came all the way back. Rasmus Dahlin back in the lineup. He had 2 assists. Martin Samuelsson scored the GWGNOT 5-4 victory there. Rangers and Columbus are in a shootout. It's tied 1-1. Colton Dock out of Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta, the game winner. The Leafs continue to struggle. 3-2 Chicago over Toronto. Vegas is pounding St. Louis 3-0 after 2. I wonder if Doug Armstrong does something there. Something's not right with that Blues team right now. And, of course, he made the big coaching change last year during the year. Dallas, a 3-0 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers. Thomas Harley, by the way, out week to week. He's their second best defenseman. That'll be a big loss for the Dallas Stars. Later tonight, San Jose and Seattle, Winnipeg and Calgary. The Edmonton Oil Kings later tonight are in Vancouver. Cam and me are going to watch that game tonight. Go watch the Oil Kings against the Vancouver Giants. The Oil Kings are 16-4-2 in top spot in the Eastern Conference of the Western Hockey League. Bakersfield Condors are going to try to get a bit of that game as well. If I can steal Bruce Kurlock's AHL pass. Anyways, the Bakersfield Condors host Coachella Valley. Can you do that? I don't know. And the Edmonton Oilers finished their first 20 games with a record of 9-7-4. Their 5th victory in overtime. They've only got 4 regulations win, but they've got 4 OT victories. And it was against, probably the second best team they've played this year. They beat Carolina here at Lenovo Center. The final score, 4-3 in overtime. Leon Draisaitl to GWGNOT. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. Atco.
All right, let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be of legal drinking age. The third start of night from the Carolina Hurricanes was Jordan Staal. The second start of night from the Edmonton Oilers was Leon Draisaitl. And the first start of night from the Edmonton Oilers was Connor McDavid. The Rogers postgame shows heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Edmonton shuffles off to Buffalo. We don't fly until tomorrow afternoon because the Bills Mafia has invaded the city. So we can't go in until the hotel rooms open up sometime in the middle of the afternoon. Looking forward to that. For Cam Moon, Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannam. Studio producers, Eamon Hashem tonight, along with Kellen Kennedy, and longtime engineer Al Salisbury here in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. The Oilers find a way. They were outplayed, but they got goaltending, special teams, and their big guns each had 3 points. Oilers win 4-3 in overtime. So long, everybody.
The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age. And Rogers.
Thrived with the injuries to Jalen Chatfield and Jacob Slavin. Neither of whom are in the lineup tonight for Carolina. It's guys like Nystrom who've stepped up. Nurse, a turnover, and a quick goal for Jack Roslovic. Anderson put it right on his stick, and Roslovic stays hot. He makes it 1-0 with his 6th goal as an Oiler.
He signed with Edmonton. This is a set play. Hard carom off the far wall here, intended for Roslovic, but Anderson cuts it off. It's a 50-50 gamble. Do you let it go off the back wall? Roslovic's going to get there, but he puts it right to him, and he makes good on his second opportunity.
Cleared down the ice by Nikishin. Pressure from Sebastian Aho. The steal to the net. A backhander denied by Stuart Skinner. One-timer coming, and that was blasted wide by Sean Walker. Shot deflected just wide. That wrong-footed Anderson, but stayed out. 25 seconds left on the power play. Draisaitl to Roslovic. A shot mid short side. Rebound McDavid. He scores. 2-0 Edmonton. Connor McDavid. Power play goal.
Once this puck is moved around, and this is where you separate, create some space for yourself. Move it a few times, get the formation to slow down, and it's the shot mentality of Roslovic. Hard carom off the back wall, this short side shot. Corral, quick release by McDavid, beats Anderson. And Zach Hyman doing what he does best, creating a little bit of a distraction right here on the flyby. No reaction by Anderson. He's the
rink wide to Walker. Now Taylor Hall, first overall pick of the Oilers 15 years ago. Here's a drive and a goal. And you can feel that coming for Carolina. The pressure finally pays off.
On the wall inside the line. They have not vacated that line all game long. They're standing strong on it. They're winning pucks, and it results in this excellent movement.
Lavin, one of the best defensive defensemen in the league. And Jalen Chatfield. Centering pass, Ehlers in front. Jackson Blake gives it up. Tie game. Ehlers from Blake. 2-2.
Skinner, and Skinner has to respect him, so he's holding. The boards. It's a little bit of a snow build up there, and that puck has gone right up on edge.
And it did right there. Roslovic in front of the rolling save made by Anderson, and he's able to recover.
A few times here offensively it works, and this is a nice pass. Once again, as you mentioned, Roslovic is there to find that loose puck, and he threads this one through. This one's going in.
Have won a cup with this edition. Knocking on the door, or expected to be so again this year. Lead pass, Bouchard to Hyman. Draisaitl, backdoor score! Connor McDavid, and Edmonton regains the lead at 3-2.
Edmonton was flat-footed. Watch this. This puck doesn't get out. Evan Bouchard steps in front of his guy, Jordan Staal. He gets this puck, puts it quickly up to Zach Hyman, who takes a hit by Miller, driving this puck into the zone, drops it to Draisaitl, and won a pass across to the streaking McDavid. You know he's going to get to that post. Draisaitl puts it in place. No chance for Anderson on that one. And Zach Hyman will pick up his first point, and it's a 3-2 game, Edmonton.
So now, can the Oilers close it out and begin this marathon 7-game, 12-day trip, 2-1? Carolina looking to tie. Quick shot, stumped home, Jordan Staal. And we are tied again.
And this starts in the defensive zone, a face-off win quickly up the ice, though. And you're going to see this little play off the carom on the wall, little poke check, and it's the drive by Carrier to get this puck deep. I mean, he drives this right around Stuart Skinner. Such a great skater for a big player. And he just kind of drops it in motion, and Jordan Staal gets to the spot, fights off the check. Carrier gets there, and boom.
And 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. On Hockey Night in Canada, we've got McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard. McDavid carries it in. Draisaitl, having won the faceoff, shoots and scores! And Edmonton, 19 seconds in, prevails 4-3 in overtime.
Boy, was that ever short work in overtime. Got to win the face-off, Jack. You talk about it all the time. They do win the face-off. McDavid transports this puck up the ice. Little drop pass, and he shoots it right through.
And 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. On Hockey Night in Canada, we've got McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard. McDavid
Carries it in. Draisaitl, having won the faceoff, shoots and scores! And Edmonton, 19 seconds in, prevails 4-3 in overtime.
Boy, was that ever short work in overtime. Got to win the face-off, Jack. You talk about it all the time. They do win the face-off. McDavid transports this puck up the ice. Little drop pass, and he shoots it right through Gostisbehere. I mean, the perfect time to release this puck. No chance for Anderson to pick that up through the shin